What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Philadelphia 76ers fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We're doing live play-by-play reaction, scoreboard, game clock, and hopefully a Spurs win tonight. Is it going to be a tough game against the 76ers? Victor Wembanyama, his first matchup against Joel Embiid, and Embiid is a big dude, so it's not going to be an easy game for Wemby, but you know what? He can do it. He can do it. Can the rest of the team do it? It'll be interesting to see what happens with the Spurs lineup tonight. Did a video on the channel earlier today about Blake Wesley maybe taking Malachi Branham's minutes. Keep an eye on that tonight. If Branham's in the game immediately and he makes a mistake, turnover, does he get yanked again and not play for the rest of the game? Good evening, Gabriel Spur in the moment. Garrett, I should update the intro soon. Especially, I'm going to have to update the intro to the channel if Saquon Barkley is no longer a New York Giant coming into the next season. So I'm really going to have to update the intro. Kokoshibo, I hope it is close. Thanks for stopping in. Brian, good evening to you. John Doe, thank you for stopping in. Jack Arnesto, I had a great weekend. It's the small crew tonight. It's myself, Selena, Baby Coyote, and Grogu hanging out in the back here, running all the special effects. All the special effects you see on channel, like stuff like getting Chuck Norris. Yeah, Grogu's actually doing that, not me. That is all my man Grogu. That's right. He is the straw that stirs the drink, the person that holds TSR Sports together. I don't know where I'm going with this. He's the man, the myth, the legend. That's all I got. That's all I got. Jax, good evening. 30 next game. How about 30 tonight? Not next game, tonight. 16 likes already. Well, why stop there, Kokoshiba? Let's get it up to 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 69, 69, 69. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Aquavision, good evening. R. Alonzo, Free J, Daniel Berry. Imagine if Wemby cuts Embiid's 30-point game streak. That's right, he is on a 30-heater. Aloha to Phil, apparently in Hawaii right now, so hopefully you're enjoying the weather, kind sir. Alex Soto, good evening to you. I am pumped up. I'm excited. I'm feeling good. Got some good vibes about this game. I don't know why. The Sixers are a damn good team playing at home. But you know what? Sometimes you just go in a game thinking, if you build it, they will come. If you shoot it, it will go in. If you touch it, it will get... Okay, you know what? So stop right there. You get it. You got it. Good evening, Greg. Thank you for stopping in. And Embiid averaging 35 points per game. He is having a monster year now. Averaging over 30 per game this season is not of a big of deal as it would have been 2 decades ago, as there's no defense anymore. But still, I'm not gonna. He's having a great year. He also gets to the line. Did he still get to the line like a million times? I don't know. Very tough games for the moment. Very. Pop said he told Wemby to hammer Embiid's butt. Okay. Andy, good evening to you. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I finally got some ideas for the Wemby in the Name of video. I've talked to you guys about it and shooting it, and I'm still working on storyboarding it. But I was talking to Miss TSR yesterday, and hit me. I have a green screen in one of my bedrooms, a huge green screen. So that's going to help me do what I want to do with the video. I thought I was going to have to shoot it outside, and I was like, I don't have to shoot things outside. I can shoot it right in my bedroom where it's nice and warm. Jack's not happening anytime soon. It's really not. Zach Collins has a much bigger contract, and right now Pop's going to be running with him unless he plays. I know you might say, well, contract doesn't matter. When you're paying a guy millions of dollars, generally they're going to get the start unless they're playing, or minutes in this case, playing so bad that the next guy up has to take. And I like Dominic Barlow, but I don't think he's gotten to the point where the Spurs are going to say, no, we have to play Barlow over Collins. Not yet. We are getting to the point, though, where I think Pop is saying I need to play Blake Wesley over Malachi Branham. And if you didn't watch the video today, I realized while doing that video, we've had 2 failed point guard experiments this year. Jeremy Sohan and then Malachi Branham as a starting point guard and a backup point guard. You might say TSR. Basketball's positionless, da-da-da. And it is becoming positionless from the 2 through 5. Kinda, especially in the, I think it's getting very murky in the 2 to 4 spot where those are becoming very interchangeable. But the 1 spot's still pretty established. You need an El Capitan to navigate the ship. And the Spurs have been significantly better with Trey Jones starting at point guard, having an actual person run the offense, do the playmaking. And Blake Wesley's been fine as a playmaker off the bench too, playing some of his best, probably his best basketball of his career right now. And some Spurs fans were down on him, saying get rid of him. Even I said, hey, if you don't start turning things, I was really concerned about him at the start of the season. All the problems we saw last year surfaced again earlier this year, but he seems like he's turned a corner from spending some time in the G League. And he was a first-round pick. Branham was a first-round pick, so I'm hoping Branham can get things together He actually didn't know this. You guys have been pointing this out in the video. Apparently, he's the worst rated defensive player in the NBA right now. If that's true, I knew he was bad. I didn't know he was next level bad on defense. And this is a team, our Spurs, that needs defense. So having Blake Wesley in there instead might be a huge bump. I know Brandon at this point probably has a higher ceiling offensively. But man, when he's not hitting his shots, he's giving us nothing because he's not giving us anything defensively and he's not giving us anything offensively. And then he's literally a liability on the court. Even if Blake is struggling offensively, we've seen he can play some serious defense. Let me get to the chat here as I've been yapping for a while and I don't want to miss too much stuff here. Jamie Durham, good evening to you. And B does lead the league of free throws. Phil, I don't know when Wemmy's minutes restriction ends. It seems like this is wishy-washy. Like, it'll end soon. How soon? Geo goes Spurs, go to you. Yes, Wemby versus Joel should be a good one, Glaze and Baking. Hello, XD Gamer. Wemby should cook Embiid like he did Durant. Darren? I hope so, but I'm not going to bet my paycheck on it. Yeah, I thought I'll play. This is an earlier game. The Spurs play 4 times this week and 4 times next week. We're going to try to call all the games because that's what we do here. If Al Horford can play well against Embiid, so can Wemby. Llama? Facts. Embiid getting straight fight with Wemby out there. I hope so, Alonzo. You just like quarterback. You need a good one to win. I agree, John Aguilar. You need somebody to run the system that you have in place. And Wemmy's not at that point. The other 3 guys out there are not at that point. Maybe someday, maybe not. But you need somebody. All right, so good evening to you. And Wesley is fast. Trade Branham for Trae Young and 7 first-round picks. How about Branham for Trae Young and 7 second-round picks? By the way, I would not give up 7 first-round picks for Trae Young unless all of them are lottery protected. As in 1 through 14. Student of the Savior, good evening. I think Wemby will do what Wemby does, but Joel is about to cook Wemby. Welcome to the NBA, Wemby. Odyssey, Malachi Branham apparently has one of, if not the worst defensive ratings in the NBA right now. That's what the comments were saying in the Branham video I did today. I knew he was bad. I don't know. I feel like I saw something on the Facebook about how bad he was. Just that bad. I don't know. Mars, good evening to you. Andrew, good evening to you. No, you cannot bet my paycheck on it. Veronica, happy Monday. Yes, baby Coyote and baby Grogu are in the house. Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, me and my friends. Mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, my friends. Ow. Red Hot Chili Pepper song for those that don't know. I'm not in Hawaii. I'm in San Antonio. However, I live in... Oh, okay. I did not live in Hawaii from 2005 to 2008. Who's in and who's out tonight's game? I don't think we have anybody out except for Charles Bassey. Kayenda, a chosen one. Thank you for stopping in. Y'all's going to school him? Maybe, maybe not. I'm having some hope. We are wired again, by the way, my friends. You guys remember I had some streams just kind of mysteriously just lose connection. Well, I'm back to being wired with Ethernet cable, so hopefully that fixes any issues. Hey, Rich, have you watched the new Spurs HEB commercial? I have not yet, Granada. I saw something was uploaded, and Wemmy's got the Fruity Pebbles hair going. He's got the whatever. I don't know. He's got some crazy stuff going. I don't think Embiid's going on the French national team. Not gonna lie, I think offense is much more important than defense in this era. You know, but we still see defense wins. My football team is a perfect example. And I know sometimes you don't like me talking. You guys are tired of hearing me talk about the New York Giants, but the Giants' 2 Super Bowl wins with Eli Manning, while he played fantastic in both those games, especially in the first one, in Super Bowl 42, the Giants were playing an undefeated 18-0 Patriots team. And the reason the Giants team won was defense. We could rush 4 guys and get pressure on Tom Brady, where for the rest of the year, other teams couldn't do that. So we're able to defend the receivers, able to keep Randy Moss in check, one of the greatest of all time. Defense still wins championships. It gets poo-pooed on a lot. But I guarantee you, maybe I guarantee, but you watch the Super Bowl this year, and it's probably going to be the team that plays better defense. Well, clearly the team plays better defense is going to win, but I could see us having a somewhat defensive-minded Super Bowl. I don't know. I just don't think you can win with defense. I think defense gets really, pushed to the side. And if an offensive team, especially in football, is having an off game, like if you're a team that goes out there and scores 33 points a game, and then you have that off game against a very big defensive team in the playoffs, you're out. The NBA is different. It's a best of 7, so you could have that off night, but still, I think defense can still win you games. I mean, we won a lot of championships based on defense anyway. Jeremy Sohan, Julian Champagny, Victor Wembanyama, Devin Vassell, Trey Jones for our San Antonio Spurs. For the Philadelphia 76ers, Nicholas Batum, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Tyrese Maxey. That's who I had as their starting lineup. Should be a fun game, hopefully a close game. My uncle is a 76ers fan, so he's going to be telling me to suck it if, the Spurs look bad tonight. In a family-friendly type of way. Me and my friends have a thing going on. Wait, that's not how it goes. Not at all. Yes, gets well seen Charles Bassing. John Doe, in all seriousness, I worry about that young man's career. 2 fractures and a torn ACL. 2 fractured patels, I believe, and a torn ACL on the same knee already. That is not a good sign for the longevity of his career. Good evening, Ichibar Rico. Maybe? Alcovision, good evening to you. Jarek, is he available? Odyssey, don't get me started with Julian Champagny. I did a whole video on why is he still starting. Bobby Fairbury, good evening to you. Extra Smooth Dude is right. Let's go. I'm excited. Wemby versus Embiid. If Wemby could have a good game against Embiid and keep him in check, i.e. under 30 points, which teams haven't been able to do how many games in a row has Embiid had over 30 points in a row? It would be a huge statement from Wemby, and I'm excited. Why not, Jack? I don't think his minutes restriction has been lifted yet. I don't. Arcu3, which are you talking about the Spurs jerseys? Players are on the court, and away we go. Spurs win the jump ball. Are you talking about the Spurs brown and white ones? I'm not a fan either. Not a fan at all. Speaking of Wemby, he has the ball, and Batum's actually guarding Wemby on the offensive side of things. For Wemby, they have a wide open Sohan for a corner 3, and Jeremy with the 3. And Jeremy's been playing quite a bit better as of recently. I think being back in his net with the clock is not running. Good job, Rich. We'll fix that real quick. And a foul as soon as I fix the clock. So my apologies, 3-0 Spurs up, and let's have a good game. Smarty next door, go Spurs, go to you. Yeah, Arcu3, I'm not a fan. I think the Spurs' best City Edition jerseys, the Fiesta jerseys, were the first ones, the black ones with the Fiesta colors on the side. And guess who's going to the free throw line already? Embiid. Go figure. Washington guy, I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan at all. First free throw is good, and Embiid might be at the line for 3. I'm not 100% sure. So Toby, seeing Sohan hit threes, he's jumped, 10% from last year? From about, 28% roughly to 38%? It's been a huge jump. That's 3 free throws. Jeremy has been playing great at his natural position. His three-pointer has been added so much. His three-pointer is much better. And his free throw shooting is up 10% from last year, I believe. I think he was around 68, 69%, and he's shooting just under 80%. So he's the weird thing is he's significantly improved in his three-point shot and his free throw shot. His 2-point field goal percentage is down. We've talked about this on the channel together. For whatever reason, his ability to finish at the rim has been not the best this year. Hopefully that turns around moving forward. Wemby with the ball right now, way on three-point land, and he's not going to be guarded by Embiid. I didn't actually see he was guarding Embiid down the other end. Sohan with the ball, takes it in the paint, out to Champagny for a wide-open 3. Spurs, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Oh, you didn't know? Roy Garza said, get a milkshake! I don't know what's good even Roy think was happening. Let me see who's got... Wemby is on Embiid on defense. Interesting. Embiid's just going to take a free throw jumper, and it's going to bounce around, ding-ding-dong, ding-dong, bing-bong-bong, and it goes in. 6-5. So Wemby not being guarded by Embiid. Well, now there's Embiid is on him, so this is going to be probably a lot of switching. Wemby's just going to pull up for 3. What the? The Spurs think they're the Golden State Warriors or something? Yeah, Kokoshibo, he likes the free throws. Spurs 3 of 3 to start the game. Embiid with the ball right now at the free throw line again. Going to pass it out. This 3-point attempt is no good by Tobias Harris. Spurs, Wemby will bring it up for San Antonio. They are up 9-5. Let's get a win tonight, Spurs fans. And Wemby for 3 again. What the? The Spurs are 4-4 from beyond the arc. Who is this team? I don't like the 3-point chucking, but what is happening here? Ron Duffney, good evening to you. Mr. Z, the Spurs are on fire. This is weird. We're just chucking threes and they're going in. Embiid with the ball right now. One-on-one with Wemby. Wemby's playing a little patty cake. Embiid's jumper's no good. Champagne with the rebound. R.I.P. Steve Kerr. What? That you better be trolling. Please tell me something didn't happen to him. Vassell drives in pink, gets the layup, and the Spurs have 14 points. That's all I'm going to say. 14 points and a timeout by Philly. Wow, doing good. Yes, light up that net. Keep doing this to the 76ers. Do this right here. San Antonio Hotspur, good evening to you. They're looking good to start the game. They're looking solid. Wemby patty cake. Who's doing this? He kind of kept putting his hands out. So the patty cake defense. I don't know. Smarty next door. This is a great start. Hopefully it continues. This is a very tough team with the scoring leader and former. Was Embiid MVP last year? MVP'd? I think Embiid was MVP last year. So the reigning MVP, current scoring champ, previous scoring champ. What is he? A 2-time scoring champ? Maybe, probably going to get his third this year. If only his tempo can be sustained for 48 minutes. Well, MG Shibmoon, that is a factual statement. Spurs do have a hard time keeping it up for the entire 48 minutes. But this would be a really, really nice win against the 76ers if they can do it. Which they can, but they're going to have to keep playing very, very well. Energy, good evening to you. What's going on is the Spurs are off to a really good start. Wemby's got 6. Sohan's got 3. Champagne's got 3. All on 3-point shots except for Vassell, who had a 2-pointer just now driving to the hoop. And Spurs up 14-5. Not the start we expected, but the start we needed. I don't know. We're almost up to 50 thumbs up, by the way. Alrighty. Can we hit 50 thumbs up sooner than later? I don't know, but I would appreciate it if we can. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Phil, I know you're thinking Embiid flopped, and maybe did do a little floppage, but I will say this. I know in your eyes, the Spurs have never had a defensive or offensive foul ever. Am I not right? My girlfriend broke up with me, but wait a minute. Hold on. Time out over here from the chat. Mr. Z says, my girlfriend broke up with me, but that's okay because I didn't even know we were dating. I'm sorry. Or congratulations? Or something in the middle of that? I don't know. 2 jump shots by Wemby. Otherwise, great bubbling, great defense, encouraging Embiid. Yes, I mean, I don't like the team itself, Xavier, just running and chucking threes up the way they are. We're lucky they're going in right now. But I'd like to see them play, a little more attacking the paint, a little more, creating shots for your teammates, a little more easier shots. Thumbs up for Selena? Well, Selena will take that. When you're ready, come and get it. Na 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 na. If you're ready, come and get it. Yeah, that's me. Sorry. Embiid with the ball again. Going to kick it out for 3. Batum for 3. But he should take 0 pull threes. Why 8 points at your boy Rico? You got to bet. Beavis, good evening. Wemby in the paint right now. Throws it up off the glass, and it's no good. That's the Spurs' first miss of the game as Harris grabs the rebound for Philly. Embiid with the ball right now. Back to Harris. Harris out in 3-point line. Back to Embiid. Embiid. Little crossover. Step back 2. Good. Jeez, he's so good. I mean, we want him taking jumpers like that, but if he's making them. Wemby fakes out Embiid. Throws it up. No good. And gets the foul on Embiid. All right, let's get some fouls on Embiid. Me personally, my girlfriend doesn't know she's my girlfriend yet. Coco Shiwa, be careful with that one. Just saying, be careful with that one. You need 8 points to cover. Boo-hoo! Good evening. Very good evening to you. I love seeing when Wemby take it to Embiid. That's what I want to see. The young man, I do think from watching him this year and hearing him talk, he's not backing down from any challenge. Which is what you want. Which eventually, if he's not already, he's going to make you a great leader on the team. The last 10 games, Wemby's 24 points per game, 9 rebounds, 3.6 blocks, shooting around 53% from the field. He has definitely been cooking as of late. You're not cooking? Yeah, dude. Blah, 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 blah. Pork chop sandwiches. Yeah, that just happened. 16-10. It is Philly ball, Philly ball. Hey, it's Philly ball. Wemby with 8 points already in the first quarter, so he covered. Lawrence needed Wemby to get 8 points. They got you. Tyrese Maxey's going to dish it out to who that taking the jumper? That's Harris, and the Harris jumper's good. 16-12. That's going to be a huge, good test for Wemby. DeFrancisco, do you think so? Ooh, ball almost pickpocketed on Wemby. It's going to go out of bounds. Nice defense by Kelly Oubre Jr., and it's going to be Spurs ball. I like to see Wemby go for 40. Kokoshibo. Well, not 30. 40. I would love to see Wemby drop a 40 bomb against the reigning MVP. That would be awesome. And a Spurs win. Trey Jones with the ball right now. Over to Jeremy Sohan. Thinks about the three. Pulls it down. Drives to the paint. And the little runner. Back rim no good. And I just said at the start of the stream, Jeremy Sohan's been playing better. But for whatever reason, he just can't finish near the rim if it's not a dunk. And right there was a perfect example. And Embiid's going to get the call on Wemby. And Embiid going to the line for 2. Wemby for 50. Darren, well, yeah, I'll take that too. Oh, yes, Andrew, I did see that, but somebody put RIP Steve Kerr, so I was going to say, I don't think anything happened to Steve Kerr. Has Giannis versus Embiid been great in the past? JBG, I honestly don't know. I have no idea. I really don't watch any basketball outside of the Spurs these days. 99% of my basketball watching is Spurs, whereas football, I will watch football even when the Giants aren't playing. The first free throw is good. And I watched the NFL playoffs this weekend, was really bummed out to see how the Bills lost. I mean, as a Giants fan, I loved wide right some 33 years ago, but not yesterday. I was like, seriously, wide right? Like Buffalo Bills fans that are old enough have nightmares to this day, probably, I'm sure, about wide right. Yeah, Kokoshibo, he's going to go to the line probably 20 times tonight. He's already gone to the line 5 times. Sohan with the ball right now for the Spurs. Turns it over. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but it didn't work. Batum with the steal. And we're going to have an easy monster dunk for Kelly Oubre Jr. as he gets in the paint. Sloppy pass by Jeremy Sohan. And the Spurs are going to take a timeout. And with the 3 Batum covering my points, all right. Listening from Paris, Yak Polong, thank you for stopping in. By the way, if anybody's new to the channel, this is clearly a sports channel. Primarily cover the San Antonio Spurs first, and then also New York Giants, and hope to cover the Yankees a little bit this year. Those are my 3 main teams. Also, random NBA videos and NBA shorts once in a while. But if you're a San Antonio Spurs fan or a Wemby fan, or both, which probably I'm guessing both as I am, this is I think a wonderful San Antonio Spurs channel. We go live for almost every game. The goal is to cover at least 78 live games this year. Things happen where we might get sick or miss a game here and there. Or I might have travel plans for one of the games coming up in March. We'll see. And I'd like to cover the live streams, talk to you guys. You guys are my Spurs community as I live in Connecticut, but also do some analysis videos throughout the week. And I just, I love our Spurs. I'm not going to ever say this is the best Spurs channel on YouTube because I don't have that in me. But I do think you guys are the best Spurs community. My girlfriend doesn't know she was my wife before we got together. What in the world? I don't even know what to do with that. But thank you for stepping in. So, yes, we were just up by 10. This is how, look, basketball's a game of runs, and with the Spurs being a very bad defensive team, there's going to be times where we have a lead, and then we give up the lead. And unfortunately, this year, there's been a lot of games where we've given up the lead, and then it just keeps on going, and then we're down by 10 or down by 20. Well, Angie, yes, I'm not going to say that, but yes. And I do want Wemby to go for 40. My wife didn't know she was my wife, girlfriend, while we did for 5 years. We just suddenly married one day. I don't know what to John know. Thank you for that. Go Spurs, go to you. And to everybody that's here, whether you've been here for 1 minute, 1 month, or 1 year, or longer, Baby Coyote is going to give you a boop. Boop. That's Baby Coyote's way of saying he loves you. Adorable. This is my girlfriend's Baby Coyote. And she knows I love this guy. I mean, look at him. Look how happy he is. He's a Spurs fan, and the Spurs are not good this year, and he's still happy. That's dedication. Good job, Baby Coyote. Candace, I'm guessing you're a Philly fan saying smash him indeed, but thank you for stopping in. I hate the stupid YouTube. I'm sorry, man. It's your boy Rico. I would shut off commercials, but I do enjoy Google's ad revenue. And I do have some expenses for the channel, and since I don't do Patreon or memberships or sponsorships. So you got to pay the YouTube rent, and that is primarily the Google ad revenue. So I'm sorry, I would shut them off if I could, but well, I can, but I'm not going to. I'm doing good, Angie. I'm doing really good. This is probably the happiest I've been on this channel ever. And granted, you could say, well, that's because the Spurs have Wemmy, but the Spurs, I like where we found a great niche with the Spurs, doing the live streams, having 15-minute breaks. Right at 11, I can upload a video at that time, or shoot a video and then upload and just, hit finish when it's done. The sell for 3. But covering the Giants again, the 3 is good. Covering the Giants again, but also covering the other NFC East teams a little bit. We had our biggest NFL video ever on this channel, just under 20,000 views. And I know that's not a lot in YouTube land, but for me, for the NFL, that's a lot because my NFL stuff does not do well. As Embiid gets loose in the paint, he's going to throw down a huge dunk. And Embiid is having a hell of a first quarter, which we figured he would. We talked about him maybe not going for 30 tonight. He's going for 30, guys. He's probably going for 40. He may go for 50. But you know what? I hope Wemmy's right there with him, shot for shot, going for 50. And Wemmy with the alley of Thunder Dunk of Justice.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
Back and forth between Wemby and Embiid. I just hope Pop doesn't limit Wemby to like 25 minutes tonight. Let him play 30. Come on, Pop. Let him play 32, 34, 36, 38, give me the 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, let play over him. Embiid with the ball right now gets double teamed. Kicks it out to Harris. Harris for 3. Off the rim. Bing bong. No good. Offensive rebound. And wow, Wemby gets run over by Kelly Oubre Jr. I think we're going to have a blocking foul. Oh, my clock is way ahead. Why is my clock way ahead, guys? What happened here? I just lost 9 seconds of my life, but I just got it back. Speaking of how long you people have been here, to be honest, I found you after the lottery because your reaction was the same as me. You gained a lifetime. Oh, Wemby, you're talking about when I went nuts when we got I'm guessing you're talking about the first round pick selection last year when we won that lottery. That is the most I've ever gone nuts on this channel. The first free throw was no good for Kelly Oubre Jr. Wemmy's coming out. Why, Pop? Why? Yeah, I went nuts. I could not contain myself. And it was a great moment because, we haven't had a franchise player since Kawhi Leonard left. Sorry, I know some of you still don't like him, but he was a franchise player. It's David, then it was Timmy, and then it was Kawhi, and then the franchise really got derailed because of the Kawhi Leonard situation. He missed them both. Oubre missed them both. And now it looks like we have that guy again. I truly believe Wemby can be that guy. And we just get the right pieces around him, and we'll be back in the finals before you know it. Spurs ball, Zach Collins has checked in for Wemby. The rest of the guys are still the same out there. Trey Jones driving the paint. Gets Champagnie. Champagnie's going to turn the ball over. Champagnie. Daniel House Jr. is checked in for the 76ers. House. So it's going to be Collins trying to guard Embiid. Good Lord. And there's a first foul on Collins already, and one. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He's carrying the team. He needs his rest. Oh, does Wemby have 2 fouls? Well, Zach Collins has 1 now, too. JBG, yes. I didn't realize he had 2 fouls, guys. So Wemmy's in foul trouble. I know Zach Collins already has a foul, so Embiid's already gotten 3 fouls on our big men. And he's at the line 4 and 1. Angie, I know. There's a good amount of people in that group. It's okay. How many points does Embiid have? He's got a lot. Embiid has 14 already. He's on pace to drop 56 on a Spurs fan. 56. On this channel, we did watch Karl Anthony Towns drop 60 or 61 on us. Collins with the ball. Takes the 3. Back rim, no good. Sohan with the rebound. Keldon Johnson checking in for the Spurs as well. I'll be interested to see if Malachi Branham plays in the first half at all. Vassell, pull up 3. All right, Devin. We need a big game out of Devin tonight. Huge game. MT Carthage was here. He's got the Spurs losing 150 to 109. What the heck? 150 to 109? Ouch. Embiid with the ball. Again, one-on-one with Collins. Pull-up jumper. That is no good. Another offensive rebound for the 76ers as Kellen swatted it out. Pull-up 3 is no good for House. And it is Spurs ball, 24-21, 5 minutes remaining. Keldon Johnson with the ball, drives in the paint, drives right back out of the paint. 14 on the shot clock. We'll get it out to Devin Vassell. Vassell will reset the offense, looking for a pick and roll, gets the screen, starts to drive, layup, good. All right, Devin. We need that out of Devin. Vaseline. Keldon Johnson going to be guarding Embiid at the end of the game. Darren, I don't like that matchup. That runner is good by Tyrese Maxey, 26-23. This is a very high-scoring game, by the way. 4.5 minutes to go, and double dribble by Sohan, turnover. Please win, big Celtics fan, and I hate the Sixer. Anthony, you're a Celtics fan? Okay. We'll see what we can do, but the 76ers team's pretty darn good this year, and, well, my Spurs are bottom 3 of the NBA right now, but any given Sunday, anything can happen. The Spurs can win this game, but they're going to have to play. They're going to have to turn the ball less. And there's a turnover for the 76ers. Spurs have a 3-on-1. Jones to Johnson. Johnson, with the layup. I thought he was going to throw it down, but had to change his body at the last second. Does someone have 3 turnovers already? Shut the front door. 3? Jeez, go work for Pillsbury if you're going to make all those turnovers. Terrible joke, I know, dad joke. And beat out in three-point land, now guarded by Sohan. Embiid backs him up after he gets double teamed out to Batum, gets the offensive board. The putback by Embiid is no good. Embiid with another rebound. Good grief, somebody grab a board. And I think Pop's calling a timeout, and he is. 3:39 to go. Yes, John Doe, like. Nope, no timeout. Embiid is going to drop 50 on us, Spurs fans. Barring a major cooldown, he's going to drop 50 on us. I think we have a foul on Batum. It's Spurs ball. Just like when people say Kawhi is the best Raptor of all time. No. Good evening, Machine 78. DM us at Soft Warriors. Good evening to you. Max, good evening to you. Listen. Kawhi Leonard helped the Raptors win a championship. You can't take anything away from that season yet. But he played 1 year. How can you call him the greatest Raptor of all time? A little give and go to Devin Vassell. Vassell's going to turn the ball over and beat with the loose ball, bring it up for Philly. Beat him one-on-one with Collins. Pull-up jumper. Oh, my God. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Embiid is going off tonight. He's on pace for 70, isn't he? Spurs fans, Blake Wesley's checked in. Malachi Branham is not the first man off the bench to back up Trey Jones anymore. Collins drives the paint, misses the shot. Oh, boy. 3 minutes to go. And, wow, whole lot of contact there. We're going to have a foul on Devin Vassell with 2:53 to go. Daniel House Jr. driving a foul. Cowboy X Factor, my friend. Good evening. I need Embiid to score 37 points for me to cover on that one. Embiid has 18. Y'all realize if we do the times 4 thing, he's on pace for 72. Now, I don't see him maintaining that many points per quarter, but our Spurs are bad defensively. Wemby has 2 fouls. Zach Collins is not a great defender. If Dominic Barlow comes in and guards Embiid, he's going to get eaten for breakfast. Tyrese Maxey's playing. He started Odyssey. Yeah, a chosen one. 18 for Embiid is ridiculous, and he does make it look easy. Susan, a savior. We got a tied game. Don't worry, Embiid will score 40+, and with big lead, we'll check out by the end of the third quarter. Lancelot, I'm hoping this is a close game, and that we do get to see him for 4 quarters. Zach Collins is open from 3. Nope. Doug McDermott tips the rebound out to Kellen. Kellen back to Chetty Osman. And they'll find a wide open Blake Wesley for 3. Oh, an air ball! He has not hit a 3 all year. Dougie for 3. Oh my God, another air ball! What is happening? Spurs! What the I don't like swear it on my channel. What just happened? What did I just... What? He's not going for 100, Anthony. I am so shocked at what the turnover meant. That's a miss. Embiid with the offensive board, lose the ball, and we're going to have a foul on Embiid. Chetty Osman wants a jump ball. It's your boy Rico. I don't know what we just saw there. This is on NBA TV by tonight. If you have NBA TV, that's a place to watch along. I can't see us getting Trae Young. We're going to act like we didn't know. I saw that. We had a couple air balls, plural. That was plural, student the savior. No, Vainstain, interesting name, by the way. Wemby can't come in with his third one. Was it a block by Osman? They're saying it was a foul. Embiid's going to get the calls tonight. The foul on Cedi Osman, I didn't see the replay to see if it was a clean block. Embiid is going to get the calls. He's a reigning scoring champion. He's a reigning MVP. You might not like it, Spurs fans. I said at the start of the stream, after he went to the line for 3 free throws to start the game, I said he's going to the line 20 times tonight. Yes, keep it close. Keep it close. Yeah, I was seeing it, but I wish I didn't. And the refs. Gabriel, if that ever happened, I would go nuts. Not likely, but that would be an amazing year for me as a fan. Keldon Johnson in the paint, reverse layup is good, as he was going baseline. 30-0. Embiid has 22 points tonight. Oh, my goodness. He's on pace for 88 right now, for the record. And pull-up jumper's doing good. Embiid with the putback. Oh, my God, he's got 24! What is happening tonight? He might not play in the second half because he's just tired. He'll be all sleepy from all his scoring. My man is on pace to score almost 100. McDermott running the paint. Good. How many minutes a game is Embiid playing this year? Is he averaging around 40? 38? 36? No, he hasn't bruised them up at all, but Embiid is going nuts. He's going absolutely ape you know what right now. Embiid will dish the ball into the paint. The turnaround J is no good. But Tobias Harris, and I think the 76ers should just have Embiid take every shot. Oh my gosh, I put the score on the wrong side. It's 32-0. 32-0. Dougie for 3. My apologies. I had a score on the wrong side. It's 32-0. Dougie hits a 3. It's 35-32. Embiid averages more points than minutes. Oh, okay. Embiid averages 35 a game, so he's playing less than 35 minutes. Embiid with the ball again. He should just keep shooting. It's double teamed by Osman and Dougie. Goes baseline, gets triple teamed, throws it up, and what the? He just got triple teamed and we couldn't stop him. This is ridiculous. He was just triple teamed. Blake Wesley in the paint kicks it out to Collins, open for 3. Zach Collins cannot hit a 3 to save his life. Come on, Zach. We need you to play better. Play better, suck less. Let me guess. Get it to Joel Embiid. There's 14 on the shot clock. Why would you have anybody else shoot this ball besides Embiid right now if you're the 76ers? The Spurs have 0 answers whatsoever. Back to Embiid. He's double teamed. Pull-up jumper. Finally a miss. Spurs ball. We have 1 second. Half court or near half court 3 is off the rim and no good by Dougie. The Spurs have a 35-34 lead. Embiid has 24. He is going to drop probably 60 on the Spurs tonight. Can TSR, Ricky Lombardo, and Ron Jama guard Joel Embiid? If we're allowed to punch him in the throat, then yes, but I don't think that's allowed. Cool Cat Crypto. Jokic is having a monster year too. I mean, those two big men. Jokic has completely changed my opinion what a big man is. What's supposed to be. Is he averaging just about a triple-double this year? He was over a triple-double at one point. I don't think he's kept that mark, but I also haven't checked in a long time, so I have no idea. Yes, when Embiid has 8 free throws, and Wemby does have 2 fouls. We good as long as Blake is playing Kuba like that. Without Wemby, Spurs doesn't taste the same. No, they don't, and I don't speak French, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to read that correctly. I'm about to dream on green, if you know what I mean. I know what you mean. But what... Cowboy X Factor, I said that earlier. Wide right is the worst thing, and Bills fans must just be absolutely sick to their stomachs from seeing that yesterday. I felt bad, and I'm not a fan of the team. Horrible. We are in the lead by 1. I don't know if he's going to get the minutes to have 40 by the half, student, because I assume he's going to probably sit for the next 4 or 5 minutes. So that should bring his first half total down. It might go for like 35 on us in the first half, but we're going to see a big drop in the second quarter. Fouling Maxey before he can pass Embiid legitimately might be a better defensive scheme against Embiid than anything else. I mean, we can't hack an Embiid. Embiid plays all the minutes in the first quarter and then rests in the fourth. Can't have Embiid playing 1-1 against Zach Collins? No, we cannot. Is M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong in the front row creek rising? I did not notice. Tie him up, he's not Shaq. Muhammad, I mean, he's technically on pace for 96 because he has 24 in the first quarter. there's no way he's going to keep that pace. He's not going to play the minutes needed to get that, but he's going to have, he could certainly drop 60. Serge, I'm all in. If the Spurs win and he scores 60, then I get to see an amazing performance from the opposition, but get a Spurs win, and I'm all in on that if that happens. Proves why Spurs shouldn't trade for Trae Young. Should not trade for Trae Young. Embiid 100 and the Spurs win. Embiid is not starting the second quarter. Kokushibo, he's not. JBG, he's not dunking on people. He's been hitting a lot of mid-ranges. He's been going to the free throw line a lot. He's just doing a little of everything, but I think he's going to sit for the next 5 minutes. And that will bring that on pace to score for over 90 points way down. It is, Wemby's back in the game. It is 76ers ball, but Wembanyama's back out in the game, so that's good. Tyrese Maxey for 3, off the rim, no good. Another offensive rebound for the freaking 76ers. Paul Reed with the ball right now for the Sixers. We'll get it out to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with the ball, drives off the rim, no good. Dougie's going to lose that out of bounds. It's going to stay with the 76ers. What's up, Fresh Zero? What's up, TSR? Is Embiid going to play every minute? No. I think he's going to sit the first 4 to 5 minutes. Vera, I hear you. I was hoping to see a Lions-Bills Super Bowl, so that way we're guaranteed a first-time winner. Not in the cards. It is 76ers ball. Harris pull-up jumper, good. And the 76ers take the lead. Yes, Dan, they do. Wemby with the ball up off the glass, good. And Victor is having a good game as well. Let's not undersell Victor's game. He's got 10 points, and he's played limited minutes. I don't know how many minutes he's played. It ain't a lot. I think he's played 6 minutes. He's got more points than minutes. That I do know. The Kobe punk fake. R.I.P. Kobe. Isn't the anniversary of Kobe's death? Is that this week? Oh, Kelvin just took an elbow to the face from Tobias Harris. I don't want to see the Ravens. But I don't want to see Kelvin going in the locker room. You might need a stitch. I don't want to see the Ravens. I don't like either AFC team. I don't want to see the Chiefs because I've seen them enough in the Super Bowl and the Ravens. I have a natural dislike for the Ravens as a Giants fan. Yeah, honestly, I was just saying he might go get some stitches. Well, that sucks. We are in a timeout right now. Are he trying to injure us? He does need stitches? Is that what they're actually saying? Man, we may see Mamu out there. I don't know. I think Dominic Bridle gets the call first, but our big guys are probably going to get some serious foul trouble when Embiid's in the game. So who knows what Pop's going to do tonight. Is Embiid the new Shaq? Student Samuel, he scored his... there's a lot of blood on the court. Kelvin definitely... Wow, Kelvin took a rough shot. He was bleeding pretty profusely. I didn't realize it was that bad. In regards to Embiid, he got double teamed, he spun around, and then Zach was there, so it was like a triple team, but he threw up a layup high off the glass. Shaq would have just thrown that down hard. And Embiid does dunk, but Shaq was just another next level big man. Embiid can shoot, he can make free throws. Shaq wasn't shooting at the free throw line or further back. He would just throw down with fury. I mean, don't forget, Shaq broke 2 backboards his rookie year. In fact, he didn't break a backboard. He pulled the whole damn apparatus down. The whole structure just collapsed. That's how freaking thunderous his dunks were. 76ers ball. They are down by 1 in alley-oop. And speaking of dunks, that guy with the dunk, who was that? I think that was Martin with the alley-oop dunk. All right, well, nice defense, Spurs. And now a whistle. Defensive foul off the ball. Martin with a nice one. They're showing the lob again. Tyrese Maxey with the lob. Bink. KJ Martin with the dunk. And that shot's no good by the Spurs. I was looking away. It is 37-38. They're down by 1. Tyrese Maxey way out in three-point lane, guarded by Blake Wesley. Pull up 3. Oof. Ouch. Embiid versus Prime Olajuwon. JBG, which rules are we going by? If we're going by 2024 rules, Embiid probably wins. Wemby in the paint, and he gets alone and gets an easy one of these, baby.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
If we're talking 1995 rules, I think Olajuwon owns Embiid. They're different eras, different types of players. Embiid's going to be very hard to guard. Olajuwon's dream shake was unguardable. It'd be a great matchup. In either era, I think it would be a close one. But I think Embiid wins in current era, and Olajuwon wins in in the past. That's a miss, and it's Spurs ball. Cedi Osman will bring it up for San Antonio. Gets it over to Devin Vassell. Devin takes off into the post, runs right back out again with 16 on the shot clock. Gets it into Wemby. Wemby's going to get fouled with a push in the back. Good evening, Leo. Well, Jacob, we're trying. Dream wasn't just very good. I'm a David Robinson fan. Robinson's probably easily a top 10 center of all time. Olajuwon is easily top 3. Some people would say he's number 1. But I don't know if I could put him over Kareem. Wemby into the paint. Oh, Wemby again!
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
2 huge steps in the paint. Whoosh, and it just flies. I believe I can fly. He is so gifted, and he's only 20 in his first year in the NBA. He's got 16 already. Wemby and Embiid putting in a show on for those in attendance and the millions watching at home and the hundredth watching on TSR Sports. Actually, I have no idea how many people are watching. Tobias Harris pull-up jumper is good. Cedi Osman with the ball gets it into Wemby. Wemby's going to spin and throws it out to Trey Jones. 14 on the shot clock. Trey's going to drive into the paint. Trey gets his layup blocked. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. And we're going to have a foul on Firkin Kormets. Maybe Duncan Robinson stop Embiid. Robinson was extremely athletic, but Duncan had more weight. I think Duncan would be a better matchup against Embiid. We have 205 watching. Nice. Maybe we can get to 100 thumbs up before the half. Can we get to 100 thumbs up before halftime, my friends? That's all I ask for on this channel. Well, and like and subscribe. Trey Jones at the line for 2. First one's good. I'm talking in the chat so much, I forgot to update the bucket for the Sixers. I'm sorry. I'm excited. And Wemby checking out. He does have 2 fouls. I assume he'll check back in, hopefully, sometime around the 4-minute mark. Trey Jones' second free throw is good, and the Spurs tie the game. Leo, when the Spurs become a championship team again, yes, I do believe it'll be back in the thousands. Maybe someday. And when Miss TSR joins me as a co-host, to have a female co-host would open up a whole new, I think it'd open the channel up to different viewers. Maybe more girls would stop in, having a girl co-host. She's a huge basketball fan, so she wouldn't just be sitting here saying, oohs and ahs. Like, she would actually be contributing to the broadcast. And I'm not knocking, fans that don't follow basketball, but I think, you'd surprise me with her basketball knowledge. She's a huge UConn fan, too. Don McDermott stepped out of bounds, going baseline. It's going to be 76ers ball. Yep, Kokoshiba played less than 4 minutes. Duncan would make Embiid look like a high school center like he did. Maybe. Horry, Olajuwon 10 times better than Duncan. What? Big shot, Bob. Sit down. It is 76ers ball up by 2, 45-43. Tyrese Maxey in the paint. Off-balance jumper. Good. We can't defend anybody tonight. Well, they are watching the game, and they're going to say hello to all of you. A little high there, and a little high there from the couch contingent. That was a miss for the Spurs. I did not see who shot that as I was playing with my dolls again. 76ers ball. Harris out in 3-point lane, guarded by Doug McDermott. That's a mismatch. Well, anytime Dougie's guarding you, it's a mismatch. He's not good on defense. It just is what it is. 8 on the shot clock for the 76ers. Harris again with the ball in 3-point lane. He's got Sully on him on the switch. Dishes it out, and we should have a jump ball. No? Oh. Martin, what a great job muscling the ball. And multiple offensive rebounds, and finally the tip by Paul Reed, 49-44. I thought we were going to get a jump ball for sure. And we have a timeout by Pop. Biggest lead of the game for the 76ers, 49-43. Greatest center of all time is Boban. Prove me wrong. I just need to share basketballreference.com and show you all the guys I'd put ahead of him. Wemmy's played 9 minutes so far. What's he have, like 18 points, Odyssey? To me, he's a complete player as far as big men skills. He basically don't have any weaknesses. I mean, well, yes, big men, yes. I was going to say he can't shoot the three, but big men were not expected to shoot the three back then. Boo, they're playing well, is what they're doing. Dream won 2 titles when they moved the three-point line in. Was it right around that time? Dream has more turnovers than assists? Does he really, Connor? No. Does he actually? Did he average more turnovers than assists in his career? We got 100 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. It's been a struggle to get to 100 lately. Well, not 100, but 100 at halftime. But I appreciate y'all helping support the channel. But that stat just blew my mind. So Hakeem Olajuwon averaged more turnovers per game than he did assists. I mean, it wouldn't shock me because he wasn't a great passer, but it is kind of shocking me. Assists per game for his career, 2.5. Turnovers, 3. Wow. It wasn't even close. I thought maybe it was like a 0.1 differential. He averaged a full half more turnovers than he did assists. You know what? I got to check my boy D-Rob and see if since he's a center from that time frame, if he averaged more turnovers than assists. Now you guys got me worried. He did not. It was very close, but he averaged 2.5 assists per game, 2.4 turnovers. Well, you know what? Let me look up the other big guy in the 90s. Patrick Ewing? He's going to be really close. Okay, that one's ugly. Patrick Ewing averaged 3 turnovers per game, 1.9 assists. But the game was different back then. When the guys got the ball in the post, they were shooting it. They weren't kicking it out for 3 because there wasn't three-point shooting when they were in their prime. There was three-point shooting, but guys were not chucking up 5 to 10 plus threes a game. The average, I think I heard the average NBA team in the early to mid-90s was taking about 9 threes a game. You see teams take 9 threes in a quarter, so a very different game. I can see where that stat looks really bad, but you also have to put it in context of when they played. Sohan is not a great rebounder. I'm surprised Wemby only has 1 rebound. Every time Wemby is out, the self-level goes down. Not back-to-back Jason Night Gaming. Spurs didn't play yesterday. To Puerto Rico, I don't know. Fabricio Roberto. No. Yes, 0 minutes for Branham. Muhammad, irony that on our channel, I did the video today talking about Blake Wesley taking Malachi Branham's spot in the rotation. And Blake Wesley's the one who came in, and Malachi Branham has not even sniffed a second of the basketball court, has he? Spurs ball down by 6, 7:09 to go in the second quarter. Trey Jones going to take off drive, whips it out to McDermott for the corner 3. No good, and Embiid has checked back in at the 7-minute mark for the 76ers. Angie, I would say he's better than Patrick Ewing in many. I mean, he's a more complete scorer. It's different. It's hard to compare because Ewing in his prime played 30 years ago. The game has changed a ton. Maxey pull-up jumper, no good. Trey Jones with the rebound. Spurs on the run. Trey will get it out to wide open Vassell in the catch and shoot 3. Back rim, no good. Long rebound into the hands of the 76ers, and they have a fast break and an easy fast break dunk for Tobias Harris. The Spurs are now down by 8. Wemby left, and so does our everything. Yeah, he's our best offensive player, our best defensive player. Well, Yak, some fans are hoping that we draft Alexander Sarr and we have the Eiffel Towers, plurals. McDermott gets the layup in the paint. 2 7-footers. We still would not have a legit point guard. Well, we have a legit point guard. We wouldn't have an elite point guard. But I don't know. Maybe like Weather Trey Jones can still prove me wrong. I hope so. Embiid pull-up jumper. No good. All right, that's a good start. He missed a shot. He missed his first shot of the second quarter. Trey Jones splits the defense, gets in the paint, throws it up off the glass, rolls off the rim. Zach Collins gets the loose ball. Zach going to kick it out to Sohan, thinks about the open 3, decides not to take it. Get into the paint, get it out to Dougie for a wide open 3. Damn it, Dougie. I mean, if they're legit rumors, Cowboy X Factor, I saw a total clickbait thing posted on Facebook about LeBron James' probable next team based on some website I've never heard of, some gambling website, is he's going to come to the Spurs, and Embiid's going to get blocked, and he's going to get the foul, probably go to the line for 2. Of course he's going to the line for 2. He just goes to the line. It's what he does. But LeBron to the Spurs, that little story that's going around is, I'm not touching that. That is a gambling website saying the odds are he comes to the Spurs next. It has nothing to do with anything. Reggie was elite Elias in the 90s. Dragon, I think Wemby and Sarr would kind of flip-flop between the 4 and the 5. Last 20 games, Embiid is averaging 36.8 points per game. And he's on a 20-game, 30-plus more points per game streak. Good Lord. Embiid starts both quarters with a free throw. Yep, you're right. Roy, I don't believe that's correct. I don't think you're right there. Akeem Olajuwon had a quadruple-double. He may have had 2, but he definitely, I believe, had at least 1. So I'm sorry, my friend. I wish you were right on that one, but Olajuwon has definitely had a quadruple-double. Made them both. Embiid with 26 points, 10 of 10 from the line. Most players don't take 10 free throws in a week. But still, pull-up jumper from the free throw line is good. When he's coming back in, he is back in. All right. 5 minutes remaining. Spurs have had no answer for Embiid. 76ers have no answer for Wemby except for the fouls, really. Embiid's pull-up jumper over Wemby is no good. Spurs ball. Sohan will bring it up 53-47. Jeremy will drop it off to Trey Jones. Trey Jones going to take off into the paint. Alley-oop to Sohan is blew it. Turnover. Turnover. This is my comfort toy when I'm upset with Spurs. He's been getting a lot of hugs this year. A lot of hugs. A ton of hugs. 53-47 still. Batum with the ball gets it out to Embiid. Embiid guarded by Wemby. Embiid backs him up, and tries to get a pass to Paul Reed. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the 76ers. Francisco, who? Tony, I don't remember who that is. For the moment, I'd like to see Wemby block Embiid, and I would love to see him dunk on Embiid. I don't think either's happened yet tonight. Embiid with the ball right now in the paint, 1-on-1 with Wemby. Gets Wemby off. Damn it, that's the third foul on Wemby. That's the third foul. Got him off his feet. I would take Celine over Green guy. Who was accused of stat tampering? Alan Sapia, good evening. And Victor just got his third foul. And I think I jinxed the Spurs fans and 76ers fans. I literally just said the one thing that can stop Wemby was fouls. And sure enough, we just got one. Embiid competing with James Harden for averaging most free throws. What, most free throws in a year? He's 13 of 13 from the line already. Wemby's staying in. Wow, I'm shocked. Blake Wesley's checked back in for the Spurs. Malachi Branham still not playing for Spurs fans. I think there's a little story here. I think Malachi Branham has lost his spot. I know people are saying point guard, you're too focused on point guard. Somebody actually said that in the video. Champagne for 3-and-1. I think Malachi's lost his spot. Bring the champagne out. George Gervin was amazing, by the way. Dan, he's going to have to learn how to not pick up that fourth foul because we cannot afford to go into halftime with him having 4. Timmy needs to come out of retirement. You know what? I bet Tim would get cooked. Timmy's, 46-ish, somewhere around there? Maybe older. I actually don't know Timmy's age. 4-point play for Champagne. Oh, that's right. Champagne was on the 76ers. I totally forgot that. Playing against his old team. Sixers ball, and they almost turned the ball over, trying to get it to Embiid. Embiid does get the ball back. Wemby on him. Be careful, Vic. 4 on the shot clock. Embiid over Wemby. Good grief. Sohan's been okay, Jamie. He's been good the last few games. He's inconsistent, like most of our guys. Wemby with the ball right now. Back to Sohan, open for 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound by Kelly Oubre Jr. It's going to be Sixers ball up by 6, 57-51. Under 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Drive to the paint, and that's a miss. I don't know if Victor got a block there. Wemby's going to bring it up to the court. Wemby sprinting up the court. Bounce pass to Wesley. Wesley's layup good. 57-53, an assist for Wemby. Embiid had 30. Timmy's 47. All right, Dragon, he's 1 year older than me. Embiid with Bart now, one-on-one with Sohan. Now gets double teamed by Wemby. Throws it off the backboard. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. Sohan with a spin around dribble. Nice move, gets into the paint. And coast to coast misses the free throw, but he got fouled. Smarty next door a little bit. And yes, Helen, I will agree. The refs are soft as F. I would not dispute that. Not because Embiid has a million free throws tonight. In general, I think the NBA has too many ticky-tack, touchy fouls, and it drives me crazy. Because I am somebody that grew up with 90s basketball. I'm somebody that grew up with the Bad Boys Pistons, and believe me, the Bad Boy Pistons could not outscore probably most of the NBA teams today. We're just talking offensively. But they would beat the crap out of them so the other team wouldn't be able to play. Yes, get that. Jesus, Sam, get those chocolates out. Blake, better than Malachi. Koob. The problem was that Malachi Branham, he sucks at defense. He's terrible. He's an absolutely terrible defensive player. And if he's not giving us anything offensively, which he hasn't been for most of the year, then he's just giving us nothing. He's not a great playmaker. Blake Wesley is, some people are saying he's a combo guard. I'm pretty sure he was drafted as a point guard. I'm not really sure. I mean, it is what it is, but he can run the offense. And at least he's showing us he can run the offense since coming back from the G League. He's blazing fast in transition. And he at least gives us defense. Even if he's struggling offensively, we have somebody out there that can defend the guards on the other team. I believe Malka has one of, if not the worst defensive ratings in the NBA. Poor guy. I saw Jason Tatum get a tech for hanging on the rim, even though he would let it go. I did see something like that. You can't. So there's a rule now in the NBA, the way you hang on the rim. I think you can hang on it if somebody's like under you, but if you hang on it and then pull yourself up, or I don't know, there's some weird stuff with it. Welcome back, Random Kid and Ken B. Yes, the Spurs are competing. Embiid has a long resume of excuses. Cupcake League, that's fair. Cameron Lewis goes first. Go to you. When Malachi got drafted, they were comparing him to Chris Middleton. I don't like a lot of the rules that are happening in sports. I'm a huge NBA fan. If you're at this channel right now, you obviously know that. And I'd like to see them. I like it when the refs let the players play on both sides. They could call less whistles. Whistles slow the game down. It's not fun calling free throws. I like it when the refs let them play, which isn't too often these days. Same thing with the NFL. I hate it when the quarterback gets a slap. You know, it's just one finger hits the helmet, and then it's a roughing the passer. I'm like, seriously? Or if they tackle the quarterback and they hit into the ground. I mean, I can understand slamming a quarterback and it looks like an intentional, trying to knock the guy out of the game. But when you just fall on the quarterback, sometimes they're calling a foul, or they're calling penalties for driving him into the ground. I'm like, I'm tackling him. He is up in the air. I'm trying to put him in the ground. That's the point of a tackle. Put his butt on the ground. Sorry, at the line. Yes, CS292. Win this mother effer. The two air balls back-to-back were horrible, Jason Knight. And a wet spot on the floor. Guess somebody couldn't make it to the restroom. You've never been allowed to hang in the room with the leg game, but the refs historic will give you time to get down safely if need be. That makes sense. And no, Cameron, LeBron on the Spurs is a clickbait story from some gambling site. Might not be clickbait, but from the gambling site, but it feels like a clickbait story. We're not going to cover this on this channel unless there's any gravitas to the story, which right now, there's zero. Right now, there's zero chance of LeBron coming to the Spurs. So I made 154-57 3-point game. And when Embiid's career points in the first quarter is 32, so he's not... First quarter, first half at your boy Rico? I think you mean first half, right? I think you meant first half. I'm going to go first half. Embiid with the ball guarded by Sohan. Now gets double teamed, throws it out. Corner three is no good. Wemby with the rebound. Might catch a little break there. Sohan will bring it up for the Spurs. Jeremy over to Jones. Back to Jeremy. Jeremy's going to take the three. No good. A fight for the ball. Wemby cannot get it. Wemby down on the ground. He gets knocked down, but he gets up again. Actually, Spurs are running 2 point guards out there right now. And a missed dunk. And a foul coming up. Foul on the Spurs. Foul on Trey Jones. Kelly Oubre Jr. with the dunk attempts. Couldn't get to go down. Half. Okay. Man, the 76ers have a lot of free throw attempts tonight. Actually, just in general, there's too many free throws, period, in the NBA right now. I saw the back half of that foul. I didn't really see the foul. I wasn't paying attention to the full replay. He is no Humpty Dumpty. That's right. First free throw bounces around and finally goes in. I only caught the back half, my friends. And as a Spurs fan, you might think I'm biased when it comes to calls, but I will call it like I see it. I do think there's too many calls in the NBA, period. But if I see a foul, I'll call it. I didn't catch the replay to know if that was a foul or not. Second free throw is no good. 58-54, right about the 2-minute warning. Sohan with the ball way on three-point lane. He's got an open three if he wants it. He don't want it. He just missed his last one. Drives in the paint, throws up the layup. Air ball that was probably blocking another whistle, and an out of bounds on the Spurs. Things I don't want to hear. Wemby on the ground. Fair. Jacob, he got pulled out early in the first quarter because he got two quick fouls. He's got 3 fouls now. What about, I would probably think I'm out of the game at this point. Batum with the ball, rifles it in, and it's going to be a turnover for the Sixers. Trey Jones on the run, gets it to Blake Wesley. Wesley flies in with the thunder.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Blake Wesley finishing much better at the rim lately and throwing it down with a nice dunk. He's got some length, he's got some ups. Embiid pull-up jumper, back rim no good. Miss goes to Batum. Batum's going to kick it out to Oubre Jr. for 3, and that's no good. Embiid with another rebound. Embiid putback is blocked, and then another putback is, jeez, get a rebound, Spurs. I'm going to accidentally swear like an F-bomb, and I don't want to do that. I really try not to swear on this channel, but man, I'm getting fired up. Sohan with the ball right now in the paint. Gets it out to Blake Wesley. 11 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Second chance points, 12 for the Sixers, only 3 for the Spurs. They get Wemby in the paint. Wemby one-on-one with Embiid. Throws up a very, what the, weird, I didn't know, it was a layup, but he just kind of put his arm around Embiid and just rolled it in. It helps when you're 7'4". Wemby with 18 points on limited minutes so far, having a fantastic first half minus the foul trouble. Embiid with the ball, finds a wide open Oubre Jr., misses the dunk. That may have been partially blocked. It is Spurs ball. Good game so far. Wemby with the pull-up 3. That was blocked. The Sixers can hold for the last shot. Wemby's amazing. I mean, the things he can do as a rookie, just wait until he gets a better cast around him and he gets more acclimated to the NBA. He's going to be special. Embiid pull-up jumper. Speaking of special, there's a guy that's been special tonight. They get it up to Wesley. Wesley with the pull-up jumper. No good. 58-62, but a good first half. Yeah, Wemby got blocked on the 3. Yes. $18 points in 14 minutes. We'll get to the stats in just a moment, my friends. This is a good first half. 62-58, close game. Not a lot of defense. The only thing I would change is maybe less whistles. Aside from that, or a lot less whistles, significantly less whistles. Usually the first halves on these streams are about 1 hour. We're right around the 1 hour and 10 minute mark, and that's because we just had so many fouls. Way too many fouls. Put the halftime up here. Halftime's about 15 minutes. You want to go grab a snack or, I don't know, go to the bathroom. I don't know. Yes, Wemby is definitely special. I think Oubre blocked the Wemby 3. I think it was Kelly Oubre Jr. that blocked it. 76ers, by the way, are 28-13, so this is a damn good team the Spurs are playing tonight. But we have a chance any given Sunday. Let's talk about the halftime stats. We're going to take a look at the Philadelphia 76ers first. Of course, the story of the game right now is the half that Joel Embiid is having, and he is absolutely killing my Spurs right now. He has 34 points, 11 of 20 from the field, 12 of 12 from the line. He has taken almost double the amount of free throws the Spurs have. The Sixers have taken 18. The Spurs have taken only 7. The fouls, though, are actually pretty close. The Spurs have 9 fouls. The Sixers have 7. It's just we're getting all the fouls when their guys shoot. Anyway, Embiid with 34 and 10. He's probably going to go for 50 tonight and may have close to 20 rebounds. What a fantastic game for Embiid so far. Batum with 3, Harris with 8, Maxey with 7, and Oubre Jr. with 3 off the bench for the 76ers. Martin with 2, House Jr. with 1, Reed with 4, and Korkmaz, I always butcher his name, with 0. Reed off the bench had 6 rebounds in only 7 minutes, so he's contributing in his own way. Let me adjust my Sixers lineup as there's some players not playing that I thought would. Patrick Beverly was, I think, listed as probable, but I don't think he's going to play now because he hasn't played 1 minute yet. So he's out. For our San Antonio Spurs, let's take a look and see who's playing well for the Spurs tonight. Wemby, of course, having the leading scorer for the Spurs. He has 18 on 7-11 shooting in the first half in only 14 minutes. Champagnie actually contributing 7 points in 9 minutes. Sohan with 4 points. Jeremy having a rough first half from the field, 1 of 6. And he does have 2 turnovers in the first half. Wemby does have 3 fouls, by the way. Trey Jones having a quiet first half, only 1 shot attempt in 17 minutes. He has 2 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals, though. Devin Vassell, 12 points and 6 assists. Devin with 6 assists. Wow. Okay. Off the bench, Zach Collins rocking an 0 for 4 for the Spurs. He has 0 points. Chetty Osman has 0 points. Dougie with 7. Kelman has 4 points and only... Wow, Kelman having a weird first half. 7 minutes, which is low for him. 2 of 2 from the field and nothing else but a foul. No rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks. He does have a +1, though. He has one of the few pluses on the San Antonio Spurs. And then we have Blake Wesley playing fairly well in the first half. 4 points, 1 assist in 11 minutes. No turnovers. Just, hit his only 3-shot point attempt, and he hasn't hit a 3 all year, so I'd like to see him do better there. The Spurs outscored the 76ers 35-34 in the first quarter. The second quarter, which has been the bane of the Spurs' existence this year for whatever reason, it used to be the third or fourth, or third and fourth, has now kind of switched to the second. The Spurs have been playing much better basketball in the second half. I hope that continues today. If you're a Spurs fan, another notable thing to watch in this game, Malachi Branham has not played. Blake Wesley off the bench has gotten 11 minutes. Branham, 0. I did a video today for our channel that I felt like Malachi Branham was in the doghouse and his minutes were getting cut and he may be losing, or I've already lost his minutes to Blake. Well, it turns out he already lost them. So if you haven't checked out that video, give it a chance when you get a chance. It's about a 7-minute video. I like to keep my videos around 7 minutes. I don't like to sit there and just blab for like 15, 20, 30 minutes. I don't have time. One, I don't have time to make videos that long, but I also don't want to waste your time. Let's talk to the chat while we are in halftime. And we're almost at 150 thumbs up. Could we get to 150 thumbs up before the half is over? I'd greatly appreciate if you guys can make that happen. That would be absolutely awesome. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! That is right. Kelvin got cut. I forgot about that. He got hit in the face. I totally forgot about that. I'm Nebba Muhammad. No, Ernie, my girlfriend is at home. I think she's watching. She met a new friend tonight. Not a guy friend. That sounds weird. Met a new friend. She met a possibly new hiking buddy, and she loves hiking. She's big on doing the New Hampshire 48. If you've never heard of that, that is the 48 mountains that I believe are 4,000 elevation or higher. And she's like halfway there. I've done 2 of them, and I'm good with 1 or 2 more of the easy ones and just calling it a day. I'll do the New Hampshire 4 instead of the 48. I'm good with that. Yeah, only the refs slowed him. And even that, Vane Stain, they didn't really slow him, he just got to the line a million times. Richie are allowed 1 curse word per quarter. Kelly needed stitches in his mouth? Ouch. Yeah, I'm Neb. People were I didn't realize it when I made the video today. I knew he was bad on defense. I didn't realize he was bottom of the league bad. By the way, Carlos Jeter, como está mi hombre? Thank you for stopping in. Good to see you, my friend. We were talking earlier in the chat about Akeem Olajuwon if he had a quadruple double. I think Olajuwon did have one. Quadruple double game. Akeem Olajuwon is one of 4 players ever to record a quadruple double. Against the Bucks in 1990, he had 18 points, 16 rebounds, 10 assists, and 11 blocks. My boy David Robinson had 34, 10, 10, and 10. I know y'all could argue that Russell Westbrook has had multiple quadruple-double in his career, as he's had more than 10 points, more than 10 assists, more than 10 rebounds, and 10 turnovers. That does not count as a quadruple-double. Two other ones. Was one Alvin Robertson? I feel like I don't know who's had the other ones. Sporting News has a list of the players. Nate Thurman, October 18th, 1974, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 13 assists, 12 blocks. Alvin Robertson, also a former San Antonio Spur in 1986. Doesn't get talked about a lot. There's some bad stuff surrounding him. I won't go to it on the channel. If you want to look it up on the wikis, go for it. He's got 20 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 steals. We talked about Elijah Wan's triple-double, 18, 16, 11, 10. So David Robinson, my guy, actually has the highest point output of any quadruple-double in NBA history. What is 34, 10, 10, and 10 on February 17th, 1994. The last player to do it. He did that against the Pistons at the Alamo Dome in a 115-96 victory for the Spurs. I had no idea Mr. Robinson had the highest scoring quadruple-double in NBA history. That's pretty awesome. I mean, heck, that's great. My favorite player, the man that made me a Spurs fan and an NBA fan, David Robinson. To be down only 4 in the first half is something. Yes, Bibby, we're playing well. We are. I remember when Chet got a weak push by Bron and got injured instantly. Wait, did Chet Holmgren get injured again this year? And Embiid score 1 million points? I don't care as long as we... You're talking about the Houston Rockets, Carlos? They destroyed the Magic. Olajuwon was just on another level that year. Yes, he should, Dragon. A lot of Spurs fans have said that. Timmy should add one too. They didn't give him 2 blocks. I know what you're talking about. But that wasn't in the regular season. Wasn't that? Was that in the NBA Finals when he went for like 21, 20, 10, and 8? Something like that? I feel like that was was that a finals game already? I think that's a finals game, wasn't it? One of the greatest finals games of all time. I mean, 2003 final. Thank you, Queso King. So, I mean, a quadruple-double in the regular season is incredible. A quadruple-double in the playoffs is amazing. A quadruple-double in the finals? Godlike. Carlos, glad you're here doing well. And at the third quarter coming up, so let me actually drop the Q3 on the scoreboard here. Q3 coming up. Larry Kennan had a triple-double with 10 steals. You missed Larry Kennan. Not triple-double, quadruple-double. They didn't put him on the chat, Lance. That was Sporting News. They said 4 players. Harold, good evening to you. 62-58. The Spurs did sweep the Cavs. Carlos, if you didn't know this, and I'm not, I give you some crap with LeBron. The Spurs, it wasn't a sweep. When the Spurs beat the Miami Heat, the revenge series, the beautiful game, when they won 4-1, that was one of the most lopsided NBA finals in NBA history by point differential. The Spurs just, I mean, they obviously had something to prove. They were very angry, I'm sure, that they lost the finals before that. It motivated that team, I'm sure, in ways that just maybe the players themselves didn't think were possible, but that was a really rough finals for LeBron and the Heat. That was, LeBron, D-Wade, Chris Bosh, and Ray Allen. That was a good team. I'm honestly surprised that team only won 2. I really thought, I didn't think they were going to win 6, 7, or 8 when they were doing that whole thing with the announcement. But I thought for sure that team with those players would win probably at least 3. I know you're saying, well, 2 is close enough. 2 is close, but I thought they'd win at least 3, and it just, it didn't happen. They lost to the Spurs, and then who else did they lose to? Who else did that Heat team lose to, my friends? Was it the Mavericks? What, Nowitzki? Or was LeBron a Cavalier when that happened? I know LeBron had a terrible play. I feel like he was with Cleveland then. Who the hell else beat him in the finals? I'm drawing a blank. The Heat lost to the Spurs. Who was the other loss to? They beat the Spurs. They lost to the Spurs. My memory's a little there. Yeah, they did it, your boy. We go B-Town Breakdown. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you've been enjoying the NFL playoffs. Bobby, who you got in the Super Bowl? I feel like all signs are pointing to the 49ers and Ravens. I really don't want to see the Ravens in the Super Bowl, being a Giants fan. I also don't want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl because I'm just kind of tired of seeing them in there every year. So for the AFC for me, this AFC Championship is a lose-lose no matter who wins. It wasn't Mavericks. It was Ping Boy. Ah, the 2011 Mavs. Dang. Hello, Prudence Ramirez. Thank you for stopping in. I thought it was the Mavericks, but I thought because I remember LeBron had an absolutely awful finals against the Mavericks, but I thought, you know what, that had to have been when he was with Cleveland. No way that happened with Miami, but I stand corrected. I honestly didn't remember. I would love to see the Lions in the Super Bowl. Honestly, I was hoping for the Lions and Bills and see that wide right again. I mean, I loved it as a Giants fan when it was wide right in 1991, which won us a Super Bowl, but if you're a Bills fan that was there for both, that's just going to be heartbreaking. That's not the only wide right they've had. They've had a few other wide right losses in between. It's just wide right is going to haunt that franchise forever. That being said, I would love to see the Detroit Lions win their first Super Bowl. Even just get there. I'll be rooting for the Lions hard against the 49ers. I would not say Lamar best of all time. And thank you, Brianna. Appreciate it. Embiid, 34 points, 10 rebounds at half, on pace for 68 and 20. Yeah. Detroit, Carlos. Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions are a very weird franchise in the fact that they've had one of the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest running back of all time in Barry Sanders and never won anything with him. They made it to the NFC Conference Championship against the then Washington Redskins, I believe, that would have been the 91 season, and ended up losing pretty badly, if I remember correctly, and have never really done anything since in the playoffs. This is their first, actually, conference championship since 1991. So you look at the Detroit Lions, they have one of the greatest running backs of all time. I'm not going to argue, we'll just say one of. I know I have a lot of Cowboys fans on the channel, so don't all be Emmitt Smith and me. And then they had probably one of the most physically gifted wide receivers we've ever seen in Calvin Johnson, a.k.a. Megatron. He retired, 4 or 5 years ago? He played for about a decade with the Lions, and the Lions were terrible with him. I believe they were 0-16 with him. They didn't win a game. No playoff success. So to finally see this team have something, I'm so happy for their fan base. And I know the NFL probably does not want to see the Lions in the Super Bowl because I'm sure they feel won't draw as much ratings. But people are going to watch the Super Bowl regardless of who's in it. And I really hope Detroit wins their first one. Embiid is definitely going for at least 50 student the savior. At least 50. Adrian, I don't think he was underrated. He's a Hall of Famer. He was a multi-time Pro Bowler, a Super Bowl champion. His career was just cut extremely short because of injuries. But prime Terrell Davis, especially those 2 playoff years, I don't think people underrate him at all. At least not for me. Hood Cyclopedia, good evening to you. The Mavericks when Dirk hit the game-sealing left-hand layup on the left side. That was a fun series. Lyrical news, Embiid is washed. Yeah, I'll give you a let's go Lions. He did on Neb. He got tired of losing. Quite frankly, I think Calvin Johnson got tired of losing. What's crazy is Embiid might not be eligible for regular season awards this year because, yes, he might not play 65 games. And I think there was something quoting him saying that he shouldn't have to play 65 to get the MVP or something similar. And I'm like, yes, you should have to play. You shouldn't play 50 games and get an award. I'm sure he'll play more than 50, but still, I've said this before on the channel and I'll say it again. It's weird how all I hear is, I see on the Facebooks how players are bigger, stronger, and faster and so much more athletic than the Plumbers in the 90s. The Plumbers all played 82 games and played very hard physical defense. And the guys today, can't play 75 games. I don't get it. Pitchers used to pitch complete games all the time in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Guys can't even make it past the 6th inning anymore. The best pitchers don't pitch 6 innings anymore. I'm done whining. Let's get back to the game. 64-58. It is Spurs ball. Wemby out, 3-point lane, 1-on-1 with Embiid. Starts to drive. He's going to take a pull-up jumper. That's going to be way short. Batum with the rebound. 11:20 to go. R.I.P. Pete Maravich. Sure. And Embiid with a dunk in the paint. And that is the biggest lead of the game for the 76ers. 8 points. And I just heard a whistle. And Pop just called a timeout already. Wow. How did Carlos just cast? What do you mean Carlos just... Joe just cast? I'm so confused. What? Actually, Wemby could have got called for a foul on that. He just hit Embiid on the wrist. That is usually a foul in today's NBA. We actually got away with one. I'm glad they didn't call a foul. I hate those fouls, but those fouls are called often. I bet Adam Silver called up and said, hey, this game's on NBA TV. Stop the foul trouble on Wemby. Did they have shorter careers back then, though, Dan? I mean, Nolan Ryan's an anomaly, but I mean, I think of it's now Sandy Koufax had a shorter career. I would agree with that. But I mean, a lot of guys pitched for 15 years, 20 years. Granted, some of them have been juicing like Roger Clemens. But I mean, you look at I don't know. I just don't get why. I think that's one of the things that hurts today's NBA is so many players are taking games off. And yes, the Spurs did that. I know we were one of the proponents of that, trying to keep Timmy Duncan healthy for the playoffs. But the load management, I think, has really hurt the NBA. I had some fans that live, Spurs subscribers that live in Charlotte, and they were all excited to see Wemby last Friday, and then he got the night off because he's still on load management, and they were bummed, I'm sure, beyond belief. No Ben Simmons. Counterpoint I'll read your counterpoint. The reason players don't play all 82 games is because players nowadays are pushing their bodies to more extremes and need more recovery. Maybe they're pushing too hard then? I mean, you see those guys that are just jacked beyond belief. The more muscle you put on, the less flexibility you have. You need to be flexible in the NBA. Fun NFL fact. The Detroit Lions have more NFC Championship game appearances than Dallas Cowboys since 1996. Oh, Victor Wembanyama. I don't want Ben Simmons at all. I know, Max, I totally get that we had an aging core, but now you see it just all the time, which is why the NBA has actually put in that rule now that if you have an all-star, I believe if they're healthy and not on the injury report, you can't have them miss back-to-back road games. I don't know the exact rule anymore. I read it before the start of the season, and I've forgotten most of it. But it bums me out because, like, for me, Michael Jordan's my GOAT. If you ask who I think the greatest player is all time, I'm going to say Jordan. Jordan played in 82 games, 9 times? My boy David Robinson in 13 years. And he dealt with a lot of injuries in his career. Started late at the age of 24. Mr. Robinson, he played in 82 games. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. In 80 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Wemby's going to get the ball. He's going to throw it up. It's not going to go in. But he is going to get fouled, and he is going to go to the line for 2. I don't know. I don't know. I got nothing. Let's just enjoy the game. I still love basketball. I just wish there was less fouls and more guys playing 80 games. I mean, my goodness. Remember Allen Iverson? Granted, he was injured all the time, but that dude played 45 minutes a game. Wemby at the line for 2, 66-58. Wemby with 18 points. Make that 19. Carlos, why are you confused, my man? The Bills are from Buffalo. Buffalo Bills. They lost yesterday. 3-point line stretches the floor, more grind on the body. Yeah, but getting elbowed in the face and clotheslined in the neck and punched in the groin. Also, I mean, that stuff was happening in the 80s and 90s. Watching 90s basketball, it was rough. They might not be as athletic, but they beat each other up. Practice. We in here talking about practice. 66-60. Oh, man, if you're watching the broadcast and NBA TV, it says 76 for the 76ers, and then they had 66 points, so it literally looked like 666. Tobias Harris drops a 2 on the Spurs, 68-60. 10.5 minutes to go. Trey Jones is going to fly in the paint, get the layup. Good. 68-62. Jones turning on the afterburners. It is 76ers ball. I have the old 76er logo, don't I? Well, I like it. So there it is. Embiid pull-up jumper. So good. And Wemby gets down in transition and gets an easy alley-oop layup. Carlos, a lot of people feel like it's going to be Chiefs and Ravens. So we have the conference championships, which would be the equivalent of the Eastern Conference Finals or Western Conference Finals. Sunday. It's only one game, so it's best out of one. It is the Lions against the 49ers and the Chiefs versus the Ravens. As we're going to have a turnover by the 76ers Spurs ball. Yes, he should, Toby. Good evening, Greg, and thank you for stopping in. Bacano, I think Embiid is going to get 20 free throws today. It's very likely. Spurs ball down by 6. Wemby with the ball out in three-point land, 12 on the shot clock, drops it off to Devin Vassell. And we're going to have another foul on the Pistons. I got the Pistons in my head for whatever reason. Foul on the 76ers. Getting punched doesn't put as much wear in your joints as running, though. Okay, man. I'll tell you what, Dan. Let's go run a few miles, and then I'm going to punch you in the groin 16 times. And let me know how you're feeling. Wemby with the miss. Sewing with the rebound. Gets it back to Wemby. Wemby flies to another foul. They're calling fouls left and right on the 76ers. And I don't like it. Look, I told you guys, even if it's beneficial for my team, I don't want to sit here and watch free throws all game. And Wemby's at the line again. Both Sunday. Yes, Carlos. Both games on Sunday. Probably on CBS and Fox, but maybe a game on NBC. Just don't put it on Peacock. Wemby's first free throw is good. Marauders, I'm rooting for the Lions hard. I am. It's your boy Rico. This is actually it's only the third foul. There's no fouls on the Spurs, 3 fouls on the 76ers. The Spurs are very close to being the bonus sooner than later. But I don't like it. I don't like, again, even if it helps my team, I don't want to sit here and see fouls all game. Wemby made them both, 70-66. No Kelvin, no trading Kelvin. Kelvin's been in trade talks every year for the past 2 years. And being in the paint, throws it up off the glass, good. Wemby trying to not pick up that 4th foul. It's a tough position, but you just got to put your arms up and you can't move, and that's what Wemby did. Smart there. Wemby with the ball is going to drive in the paint. Tries to get the contact, throws it up. Off the rim, no good. And it's going to be Sixers ball. They are up by 6. Trying to get it to Embiid again. He's going to get the ball in the paint, and he's going to get fouled. Did you hear Amazon Prime? I did hear that. So I guess Amazon Prime is going to start showing Spurs games in Texas. I assume I'm not going to get those games where I live, which I don't care. I have the NBA League Pass. I also have Amazon Prime, so I mean, I'm fine either way. Carlos, you're close. Detroit Lions, Kansas City Chiefs, Baltimore Ravens, and San Francisco 49ers. Is Wemby on pace for 40? He's got to get the minutes, though. Got to get the minutes. And Embiid missed the first free throw. Roy, I'm not touching that. Yes, we're going to be on We're going to be on ESPN for the wrong reasons. Glazing's baking. Made the second free throw. Joe Francisco, the thought is that the Spurs may draft Alexander Sarr, and then we'd have a monster front court. 2 guys north of 7 feet. We would have the Eiffel Towers, plus someone that's small forward. Vassell's going to drive in the paint, goes for a dunk. Going to miss it, gets fouled. Oh my gosh. Lyrical news. I have not, to be honest, for 2 reasons. One, I don't have the time. If I'm streaming the Spurs 3 to 4 times a week, that means that I'm spending more time on YouTube. And I know she's watching. I don't think my girlfriend's going to be very happy if I'm streaming games Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That not going to fly. Definitely makes the first free throw. Second, I think interest would be very minimal on the channel. When the Spurs played the Spurs, there was some interest, but I think the G League, I don't think there'd be interest. And quite frankly, I don't think I'd be interested in streaming it because I wouldn't know who anybody is on the opposing team, maybe one player, and I wouldn't know half the guys on our team, if I'm being honest. 73-68 to man them both, so I probably won't do it. Maxey going to get the ball to Batum. Batum to Embiid. Embiid in the paint. Throws up the layup. No good. Gets the ball back. Throws it up again. No good. Tips it in. Good. What's Embiid have? 15 rebounds now? He just got 2 rebounds there. Devin with the ball. Going to lose it out of bounds. Turnover Spurs. We have to try to get Cooper Flag or AJ. I don't know that name, Matt, to be honest. Glaze and Bacon. Embiid is going nuts tonight. He is going absolutely nuts. Cash Blue, good evening to you. What's going on is Embiid is going nuts. Another foul on the Spurs. This is on Tobias Harris get fouled. These refs are calling so many whistles in this third quarter. That's the 8th foul already. Damien, I don't stream football anymore. I appreciate you asking. I'll be with my girlfriend probably over my buddy Q's house at a Super Bowl party. I love hanging out with you guys. I love streaming Spurs games because you're my Spurs community, whether you're a Spurs fan or a TSR fan or a 76ers fan, whatever your reason is for being here. Harris Spurs free throw is good. I enjoy that. But when it comes to the Super Bowl, spending time with my friends is much more important than streaming. So that's where I'll be this year. Or that's where I'll be in February. Made them both. 77-68. This is the biggest lead. This is a 9-point lead. Lyrical News, key games for what? The NFL or key games for Austin? If we were in a championship game, and I don't know what the championship rule, turnover by Wemby. If it's like a one-on-one championship game and I got nothing going on, maybe. Probably not. I just don't think I'd be in it. Harris for 3, no good. Champagny with the rebound. And the Spurs are letting this lead. They need to start getting it going the other way again. Almost a turnover by Champagny. Gets the ball back. 14 on the shot clock for San Antonio. Wemby way out in three-point land. Starts to take off. Launches a quick 3. No good. Oh my God, another foul. What the hell? Look, I'm glad Wemby's getting 3 free throws, but man, this is ridiculous. Years ago, a commentator said if you give a team 3 chances, they are going to get a basket. I agree. Wemby going to the line for 3. Man, that probably was a foul, but man, this quarter is just one foul after another. That's the 9th foul, and the Spurs are in the bonus. 7:30 and some change to go. Wemby at the line for 3 free throws. Taking a lot of deep breaths. Settle down, son. Settle down. And he missed the first one. Settle down a little more than that. Wemby has 24 points. Embiid has 43. I did not realize Embiid has 43 points already. Holy moly. Wow, Embiid's going to drop 60 on us tonight. Vicker made the second one, and the Spurs, San Antonio Spurs, just 69. The Philadelphia 76ers, 69. Everybody, 69. Carlos, yes. I'm in a very good place right now. Job is great. Personal life is great. In love. So, I mean, those are all good things, are they not? So, yeah. Wemby at the line for one more. 77-69. Good. 7-point game. Yeah, Gregory, I thought Wemby was killing it too, but Embiid's going to have 50 before the third quarter is over. 50. Maxey flies into the paint, gets a layup. No defense there in the paint. Spurs ball. Spurs on the run. Champagny will slow up the offense, and 18 on the clock. The Spurs will reset. They get it over to Sohan. Sohan in the paint. Back out to Champagny. Champagny's going to drive into the paint. Layup. Oh, my. Another foul. Champagny going to the line for 2. It's your boy Rico. I don't. Not a fan. Bo, Embiid is a team. Keith, I'm not sure what's going on. Did your NBA pass crash or NBA TV? I do, Catch Blue. I do. I have a lot of hobbies. This is my main hobby. I spend more time with this hobby than any other hobby. But, you know, friends, family are always going to be, you guys know, and you would do the same. Friends, family always come first. I'm also a musician. I have ideas now for the Wemby in the Name of video. We'll hopefully have that up on the channel sooner than later. I'm so excited for you guys to hear that. Made them both. 79-72. Yes, all my jerseys are large, Carlos. I wear large. Refs carrying, well, Vera, that's fair too. Pecan says, Joel flopping like a fish out of water. As I turned away, that was a 3 for the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey, that's the biggest lead of the game. It's up to 10. Devin's open for 3. Takes the 3. Misses the 3. Devin, you got to make those open threes, my man. You got to make a wide open 3. We're going to be paying you $30 million a year pretty soon. You got to make the open 3. Embiid with the ball, working on Sohan. Nice backdoor pass, and finds Oubre Jr. for a dunk. And one, because, you know, free throws. Yep, they're going to lose another foul. This is a foul fest tonight. Keith, you've been a 76ers fan for almost 20 years. Awesome. I will say this. Allen Iverson, one of my favorite players of all time. Any 76ers fans in the chat? My uncle's a 76ers fan. So we're on a timeout. I got my uncle rooting against my team tonight. But practice, man, he was fun to watch. Undersized, just a lot of heart, and really carried that team to the finals. Did you guys lose to the Lakers? Was it the Kobe and Shaq Lakers, wasn't it? So you guys won a game, I believe. I was rooting for the 76ers in that series. But, I mean, that Kobe Shaq Lakers team was stacked at that point. Both players were in their prime. But you guys still took a game, and Iverson is, one of my favorite players to watch. It's just foul tonight. Wemby has no help. Why do people talk about sewing when it's Devin who has a contract? People have been getting on Devin a little bit, Adrian, on the channel now. Iverson was very undersized, Cold Cat Crypto. Wasn't he like 6 feet tall and 165 pounds maybe? I mean, I'm bigger than him. I'm 6'4", 200. I'm much bigger than him. It is starting to slip to the lane, but there is still time left. Cash Blue, I think he's on a minutes restriction, but it does feel like lately he's been playing a little bit more minutes. But the Spurs are in trouble. I mean, Embiid has half of the Sixers' points and 14 boards. 15 of 28 from the field. He's also been to the line a million times. Wemmy's playing very good tonight. He has 26 points. He does have 4 fouls. I didn't realize he picked up his 4th. Damn it. He's got 4 fouls. But we just can't stop Embiid. And if you are the 76ers, just keep feeding Embiid. And you should win the game easily. 146 likes, my friends. 4 more for 150. There's enough people in here to do it. I certainly appreciate the thumbs up. You've been hanging out. Will not ask for any type of donation for the channel, but I will ask for the thumbs up because it's fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. All right, maybe it's not fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious. I'm just trying to be funny. Well. Look who stopped in. Number 2. That freaking guy, I tell you. Iverson never traveled. Nope, never. I heard D'Lo can go to the Spurs right now, but he's not right now. He's playing like number 4 for the Lakers. I don't understand why the Lakers want to trade him now because he's playing good. Is he playing well? This is a whistle contest. Bacano, I have no idea how old Tyrese Maxey is. I want to say Devin is what, 23 or 24 now? I think he might still be 23. I think he's 23. Zach, good evening to you, and Go Spurs go to you. Thank you, Coyote. Keith, I've been a Spurs fan for 34 years now. So I'm very happy I've got to see all their championships. I've been a Giants fan for just as long, but I only got to see 3. I shouldn't say only 3. I didn't see their first Super Bowl win. I was not a football fan then. And then I'm a Yankees fan, and, well, obviously I've not seen all their World Series because I'm not old enough. A little blip in my NBA pass, and I just jumped like 20 seconds in the future. I don't know what happened there, but all right. 30 seconds in the future. Embiid pull-up jumper good. He's got 45, and the Spurs are slowly losing the game. They're letting the game slip away. Sohan out in three-point land. Embiid with 45. He might just keep him in the game to see if he can get to 60. Devin with the ball right now. 10 on the shot clock. Gets it back to Kellen Johnson is back in the game. Vassell's just going to launch a quick 3 and gets fouled. 3 more free throws. Yeah, that's the 168,339 foul. I've seen all my Texas Rangers World Series wins. There you go, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know what's going on here, but Kelly Oubre Jr. is playing patty cake on Wemby's chest. Kind of cop on the field. I don't know about all that. Damian, I did see the Nationals win 1. So I was a Nationals fan, not a diehard fan, but whoops, wrong team. I lived in Virginia for 10 years. Damian, I wanted to see the Nats win 1, and I did. That became my one team I followed locally. Devin with 15, 3, and 6 right now for the Spurs. Giants, Yankees, and Spurs. What happened to the Knicks? They suck. Devin's second free throw is good. Giants and Yankees fat cat because I lived in a New York household. Nobody was really an NBA fan. Discovered David Robinson. and just became a Spurs fan. Became a Spurs fan via Mr. Robinson right there. It would have been easy to be a Bulls fan at that time because I started following basketball in 1990. Well, I was the start of the Jordan run, so that would have been the time to become a Bulls fan, but I chose not to. Whoops, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, TSR. Wemby out will make a difference. Jay Demps buckets, like Dougie McBuckets, like and being in the paint, good. He's got 47 now. He's going to have 50 before the end of the third quarter. Jeez. Another foul. What in the deuce is going on tonight? Toby, this game has been awful in regards to actually letting the players play. There's been a million fouls. You started following the Knicks in 1966. Wow. So you've been through the best of times and the worst of times. I will say this, not a Knicks fan, but man, I watched every one of your playoff games in the 90s when you guys played the Bulls or the Pacers. That was must-see TV. Those were some absolutely classic battles. Absolutely just great stuff. And then Reggie Miller getting into it with Spike Lee on the sideline, just amazing. Zach Collins at the line missed the first one and made the second one. There's 40 fouls right now. 40. It's been rough. They have slowed the game down to a crawl. But Connell, this is my first time seeing the Sixers probably in a year and a half. Embiid with the ball right now. Another foul. And an and one. David's, wow, that was the NBA Finals, Anthony. 2013. Insanity. I don't ever want to call a 76ers game again if there's foul. I mean, we are in 5 minutes in the third quarter, and we've been streaming for close to 2 hours. MVP chants are out. He's got 50. 50. 92-78. NBA on NBC. Good times. Jones going to drive the paint, get the layup. What a foul freaking fest. Tyrese Maxey with the ball for the 76ers out to Embiid. Embiid one-on-one with Zach Collins. Good luck, Zach. Pull-up jumper. 52. Season high for Joel Embiid. 52. 18 this quarter. Zach Collins out in three-point lane is going to take the three. Nope. Batum with the rebound. Gregory, yeah, Embiid's just eating us up right now. He gets the ball again. Reverse layup. Good. Timeout pop. We need Malik Rose. We need some milk. Wow. Embiid is just clowning us. Jorge Perez, good evening. Well, Vera, that's fair. Wemby had like 24-26. He's going for 81. Lyrical news, I don't know what's going on with Wemby at all. And Kokochibo and Mead could go for 70 if they let him play enough minutes. Jorge Collins has been having a rough year at points this year. I can't argue that. Carlos, this is terrible basketball to watch. There are so many fouls tonight. It's off-putting. I don't like this type of basketball. I really don't. It's boring to watch. It's boring to call free throws. The Spurs have taken 23 free throws tonight. The 76ers have taken 24. So it's actually pretty even free throw-wise. 47 free throws in this game. 28 fouls. And 47 free throws. 47 free throws in this game. Let me check the Spurs' last game, how many free throws were in the... Oh, I can't go back that far. Well, never mind. I'm sure it wasn't 40-something. But it is what it is. You know, I'll try to stay positive, I guess. I mean, if we're going to lose, at least we're seeing, something special, I guess, with Embiid. I don't know what his career high is. He's got 54 so far. Does anybody know what Embiid's career high is? Collins pull-up jumper, going to bounce off the rim, no good. Yeah, I'm ready for Barlow. 54 for Embiid. Is it 59? Well, you might get that. Maxey for 3, no good. Chetty Osman with the rebound, 96-80, under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Keldon with the ball right now, going to start to drive. Backs up. Keldon one-on-one with Embiid, drives to the paint, throws it up, and nice job by Keldon getting that in the paint. Greg Harden will be at the line 30 times today. And yes, student of the saver, I think he's going for 30 tonight. He's trying to go for 60 tonight. That corner 3 is good. Oh my gosh, we're just getting clowned. House Jr. drops a 3 on us, 99-82. The Sixers are going to have 100 before the third quarter is over, no doubt, barring a disaster. Keldon with the ball right now, into the paint. Jumper in and out. Batum with the rebound. I think Embiid's going to sit the whole fourth quarter. Carlos, let me know if you do. Old man, good evening to you. Embiid out in three-point land, one-on-one with Collins. Just takes a 3. Banks it, no good. Blake Wesley with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Blake sprinting up the court. Gets it into Zach Collins. Collins not having a great game so far as I know. I've seen a lot of misses in this third quarter. Back to Blake, 12 on the shot clock. Blake with the pick and roll, drives to the paint. Off-balance jumper, very off-balance jumper is a total brick. Right back to Blake, 4 on the shot clock. Over to McDermott for 3. Need that. 14-point game. 59, November 2022. XXL team, good evening to you. 99-85. This has been the Embiid show. He's got the ball again, guarded by Chetty Osman. That's a huge mismatch. Now gets double teamed. Wheels it around. The three-point attempt is no good by Korkmaz, and it is Spurs ball. You get to Keldon. Keldon thinks about a 3. Actually, he's going to take the 3. Off the rim, no good. The putback by Collins is no good. Maxey with the rebound. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Leo, he could go for 70. I don't know if he's going to get enough minutes. And the 76ers are going to take a timeout, and I got to think Embiid's probably coming out of the game. And unless the Spurs get this close, he might not play in the fourth quarter. Melissa, you're welcome, and go Spurs, go to you. Looking at Texas or Florida, Carlos. Okay. Jay Demps, we need more than that. Still relatively close when someone puts 56 on you. Hold on, that's fair. Actually, they said he has 54. 20 of 34 from the field, 15 boards, 4 assists, 14 free throws. Wemby's having a good game. You wouldn't know it, though, at all, because Embiid's just cooking us. He eats the San Antonio Spurs for breakfast. And right now, he's very hungry. Extremely hungry. But you know what? I think we all knew the Spurs would have a really hard time in this game and probably not win. But I hope they stay competitive. Keep it around 10 going to the fourth and make it respectable. We have a chance, but it ain't going to be easy against the team. The Spurs are the youngest team in the NBA, and Embiid is carrying the 76ers ballistic. Absolutely. Yes, for the moment, he is having a good campaign. 159 likes, says Carlos. Let's get to the 200. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Smash the like button. Go Spurs, go. I can't disagree with that. You know, I'm working here, calling the game, and trying to talk to as many of you as possible. A thumbs up would be greatly appreciado.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
Embiid is still in the game. 76ers ball. That three-point attempt is no good. Embiid with the rebound, and he gets fouled. You know what that means. 2 free throws. Tobias Harris missed the 3. Embiid going on the line for 2. The Sixers use a mandatory timeout. Wait, are there mandatory timeouts in the NBA? Is that really a thing? Zach, don't be like that. Well, of course they're mid-team without Embiid. Woo! Baby Coyote's going for a ride. Wee-hoo! Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. Spurs are down, but he's still dancing because he's happy. Because he's Baby Coyote. Boop, boop. Joel Embiid has 56 points, and he's 16 of 17 from the line. 56 points. Career high is 59. He's going to break that tonight. 16-point game, 101-85, a little over a minute to go. Kellen's going to take a long three, no good. Collins swats the rebound out to Daniel House Jr. Wrong player to swat the ball out to. House going to take it in the paint, and another foul. Yeah, I think it'll stand until he gets 60 as well, SOS. 17 free throws in 3 quarters is outrageous. I would agree. The refs are calling fouls left and right, Helen. And the first free throw by House is no good. No, Carlos. Yes, in the fourth quarter, teams cannot have more than 2 timeouts with less than 3 minutes. They must say, wow. Zach, I honestly did not know that. You missed them both. The ball don't lie. I didn't know that was a rule. It must be a mandatory timeout for TV commercials, I'm assuming. Because they didn't need to call a timeout. So that's a BS rule. That's absolutely stupid. Johnson drives in the paint, throws up a hard shot high up off the glass. Good. 101-87. Rich, when you stretched a minute ago, it looked like you were pointing your arm at Selena. Did it? I did. It was not intentional. Embiid with the ball right now. 10 on the shot clock. Gets at the House. House is going to get it back to Embiid. Embiid getting double teamed now. He now has Blake Wesley on him. And he's going to turn the ball over. Spurs on a fast break. Osman in the paint. Throws up the layup. Good. 101-89. Keep it to 12. Keep it to 12, Spurs. Going in the fourth down by 12 to this team is partly acceptable. And you're still in the game then. There is a 5-second difference between the shot clock and game clocks. 76ers and Spurs fans. 101-89. Let's get a stop here. Let's get a stop. Firkin with the ball. He's not Firkin around. That's terrible. Get to the Harris. Harris going to get it over to Embiid. 4 on the shot clock. He's going to launch a 3. Oh! Kellen with the ball. And the final shot is going to go in and out. A 15-point game, and Embiid just got to 59 in 3 quarters. 59 in 3 quarters. P2 Sweet, good evening to you. Wow. If he plays enough minutes, Jorge, he could definitely go for 70. Maybe even 75 if he plays it all in the fourth. I'm stupefied right now. What do you say to that? Tied his career high in 3 quarters. Unbelievable. Down 15. Okay, Zach, I got it. I don't know what to say. Connor, with all due respect to Jeremy Sohan, during that draft in 2022, when Jalen Duren was available at number 9, I said, please draft Duren. I know Ed Jakoportal at the time, but I was worried about his contract situation, that maybe he would leave or get traded, and sure enough, he did get traded. I said, let's get Duren. We could have our own sort of modern-day Twin Towers with Jalen Duren and Victor Wembanyama. No, they're not on the level of Robinson Duncan, not saying that, but maybe someday they could be. And one thing the Spurs struggle on is defense, and they really need rebounding, and Duren would give us that. That being said, that may kill our floor spacing because he can't shoot a 3 to save his life. Yeah. Yep, ESPN going to be covering this thing. He might play it. Oh, you're saying he's not going to play in the fourth at all? I say he comes in at least for a minute, Carlos, to try to get to 60. No, sir, I have said that on the channel for a long time. Zach Collins can't rebound to save his life. The dude is, 6'11", and he averages 6 boards a game? He's a terrible rebounder. Ken B, I hope you're right. Juancho Joshi, he just says, we suck. Low-key glad Wemby is getting schooled. It'll make him better, but he's having a good offensive game. And Lama, a lot of these points that were getting scored were not Embiid on Wemby. And yes, Embiid did score on Wemby, but the narrative tomorrow better not be Embiid destroys Wemby for 59, because Wemby's not been out there for that whole time he's been scoring. Yeah, that's about what Zach does. Barlow has officially surpassed Zach? Wow. I don't think he has. Honestly, I'd be fine with the Spurs moving Zach at the trade deadline. I like Zach Collins. It's nothing personal against him. I just don't think. I don't know. I don't think he gives us. I don't think he gives enough. Gofron, possibly. Thought the moon. Good evening to you. Cat is doing the same thing right now with 41 points in the first half. Who are they playing? 41 in the first half? And a foul to start off the fourth quarter. Yes, James, I'm worried that that's going to be the narrative. That Wemby got absolutely annihilated when he hasn't been in for a good portion of Embiid scoring. Well, I remember a couple years back when I was at a game, the Spurs were up 104-89 at the end of 3 and still lost to the Warriors bench. So anything can happen. Yes, it can. That's right, Niall. We can't trade him this year. Thank you. That's right. We can't. You guys have mentioned that before. Spurs ball, 8 on the shot clock. Wemby with the ball gets it over Doug McDermott. Dougie back to Vassell. 4 on the shot clock. Vassell's going to have to take a 3. He'll launch a 3. He will miss the 3. 76ers ball. That's right, guys. We can't move Zach Collins this year. We cannot move him because of his contract. 76ers ball. House Jr. out 3-point line is going to drive, takes it at Wemby. Wemby's going to clobber him. That's a foul. And that's 5 on Wemby. Would rather have Pearl than Zach, at least Pearl rebound and blocked. He knew he couldn't make threes and didn't make everyone else pay for it. That's fair. Zach can't rebound, can't shoot threes, foul issues, not athletic, injury prone, and overpaid. What the heck are we doing, man? He's not injury prone anymore, though. Well, actually, he did have an ankle injury. Embiid has 91 fantasy points. 105-89. First free throw was good. What a game. No, he doesn't SOS. He is 7'4" and he doesn't have to do that. Has he fouled out in a game yet? Has Victor fouled out before? They get the ball to Wemby into the paint. Little jumper off the glass is good. James, can we start at 4-4 from beyond the arc? Night Owl, a lot of people are saying Kelvin's going to trade it. Every mock trade I see, or fantasy trade, seems to involve Kelvin Johnson. So if the Spurs do make a trade, it seems like he could be part of the package. Kelvin misses a layup at the other end as he was getting down there in transition. Sixers ball up by 17, biggest lead of the game. I was hoping we'd be a little more competitive at this point in the game. Tyrese Maxey with the ball for the 76ers, 10 on the shot clock. Alley-oop and a huge dunk by KJ Martin. 19-point game. The 76ers fans are going nuts. The bench is going nuts. Trey Jones will fly into the paint. He gets a layup. Bismack Biyombo is available. Just let Wemby foul out. No. Jorge, I don't think we're making any big moves. But we can never go by what they say. I mean, they're always going to say one thing and then do another. I could see us moving one of the vets, Osman or Dougie. I don't see us trading. Vassell gets in the paint, throws it down, and gets fouled. That's an and one for Devin.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Vassell finally gets a big bucket for us. That's why I said Bassey over Collins before the season. If we end up pairing a center with Wemby, it has to be defensive anchor center type. Problem is, Bassey's injury prone. You say Zach Collins is injury prone? Bassey had a season-ending injury last year and this year. He had the patella fracture last year and then a torn ACL this year. I like Charles. If you're going to call Zach Collins injury prone, you got to call Charles Bassey injury prone. Two back-to-back seasons ended early because of injury. That is not good. Harris fouled on the jumper. Kelvin and Trey Jones and 4 first-round picks for Trae Young. Way too many firsts for me. I'm actually okay with us not trading for Trae Young. I didn't know Herb Jones was in the trade talks, Chris. He's with the Pelicans, isn't he? Wasn't he playing well for them? Wemby has 28. Nice. TY, congratulations. Your team's looking good tonight. And Embiid is destroying my San Antonio Spurs. He's got 59. Yes, Gregory, every possession is going to end in a foul. Pretty much. First free throw is good. Second free throw is just as good. 112-96, 16-point game. Spurs still have a chance, but we need a run. Doesn't need to be Bassey, but a Bassey-type center. I didn't know Vassell had 20, Greg. Thank you. Look, I respect anybody that wants Trae Young. I'm not going to knock you guys for it. I personally am just not a huge fan. Vassell flies into the paint, misses a layup, Wemby with the putback, and it's good and one. Kokoshiwa says, how long is this MF game going to last? We're at the 2 hour and 5 minute mark, and we still have 9 minutes because the fouls are off the charts. Trae Young is already expensive. I believe he's making 40 to 45 million a year. Maybe close to 47 his last year. So, yes, he's going to be expensive. Hurricane Megan, the refs are extending this game big time. Wemby's free throw is going to be a rattler, but it's good. 112.99. It's still relatively close. We got to make a run while Embiid is on the bench. Okay, now I had no idea. Wemby with 30 in 22 minutes. 31 now, excuse me. A drive into the paint, and a miss, and a putback by Paul Reed. Whoops. 114.99. Wemby does have 5 fouls. He cannot fit. Well, he can pick up a 6. We would prefer he does not. Trey Jones is going to fly into the paint. Layup good. They just said he got away with a walk. I didn't see it, but I'll take the announcer's word on it that he may have taken an extra step. But who doesn't take an extra step in the NBA? An extra step in the NBA these days. Tyrese Maxey with the ball right now, gets into the paint, throws up a teardrop. The layup is no good. Gets his own miss back, and it's going to get fouled by Kelvin Johnson because, well, we want more free throws. Wemby is in foul trouble, so he's playing a little passively on defense, which he needs to. Yes, that 5th foul did hurt a lot. Let me take a look at the foul. You guys are saying it's not a foul. Wemby loses the ball. He had his hands on it. Maxey gets the ball back. They cut the replay short. Love to see our guys not get any boards. Nice, Kokoshibo. First free throw is good. Phil, it feels like a one-man show. Yeah, it feels like an absolute one-man show right now, which it is. Embiid has 59. I want to see him get 60. I'm sorry, Spurs fans. What the hell? I mean, if we're going to have somebody have a big game against us, let's not end at 59. Go in there and get 60. Go in there and get 69. Both good, 116, 101. We have 29 rebounds, and they have 41. That is horrible. That is horrible. And another whistle. Another whistle. When he's close to his career high, but he's also close to his minute restriction. Mike Smith, we are not winning. We're down by 15, and Beat has dropped 59 on us tonight. And we're giving up a crap ton of second chance opportunities. You get the ball in the Dougie. Dougie's 3. A bad shot. 3 for Dougie. All right, 12-point game. The old bank at 3. A drive into the paint, and Maxey gets an easy layup as the Spurs defense is, well, non-existent. No defense. Dougie with the ball again. And tries to get into Wemby, and they steal the ball. Interception by the 76ers, 118 to 104, under 8 minutes to go. Tyrese Maxey with the ball way out in three-point land. Going to start to drive. Throws it over, and that's a miss by Paul Reed. It's Spurs ball. Wemby with a rare Spurs rebound. Down the ball right now for San Antonio. Gets it to Trey Jones. Jones open for 3. Takes a 3. He will miss the 3 bad. Ball will go out of bounds off Jeremy Sohan, and it's Sixers ball. Zach, I'm sure he is. They are giving up those points on purpose. P2 Sweeties. He's got 5 fouls. He can't go for the blocks. He can't afford to foul out. Sixers ball. Maxey with the ball. Going to drop it off. We have a drive in the paint. And that is a miss by Martin. Spurs ball. Jeremy Sohan will bring it up. Dropped it off to Dougie. Dougie's going to get back to Wemby. Wemby gets it over to Vassell. Vassell's going to start to drive. Back over to Dougie for 3. Front rim, no good. Wemby with the offensive board. Back to Dougie for 3 again. No good. Jeremy Sohan can't hold on to that offensive board. So Dougie misses back-to-back 3s. Dan, you're welcome. Maxey shot no good. Sewing with the rebound. Look, I love doing this. You guys are my Spurs community. I live in Connecticut. There's not a big Spurs fan base down. There's almost none. Wemby's going to take a 3. Big Brick City, no good. Trey Jones with the rebound, and I think Embiid's coming back in the game. I hear the fans cheering. Get the ball to Wemby, and now a whistle. And I think he's coming back in. He's got to be. Joel Embiid, I heard his name. Is he coming in? He's coming back in. Yes, Cowboy X Factor. He has 59. And we have a timeout. Sohan, you know what, Harold? I thought he'd be a much better rebounder than this. People were comparing him to Dennis Rodman at the start of the season because he colored his hair. And I was like, not the start of the season, start of last season. The same number of colors his hair. He's going to be a rebounder like Dennis Rodman. I was like, hold on. I'm not a Dennis Rodman fan per se. That man is the greatest rebounder I've ever seen pound for pound. You cannot be comparing your rookie to a guy like that. The 76ers record all time is 69. They probably are going to go for 70 then. They're going to try to get him to 70. No, Haunted Joshie, I never felt that way at all. I would love for him to be able to play defense like Rodman and be a defensive player of the year and a fantastic rebounder. He's not any of that. Yep, Mike Smith, 59. Wemmy's having a good game too, minus the foul trouble. Wemmy's got 31. He only has 7 rebounds. Embiid has, I think, like 15, so Embiid's killing him there. But you know what? If Embiid's going to go for 70 tonight, then so be it. Whatever. I mean, I can't stop it. You can't put me in, coach. So, I mean, I might as well enjoy it as much as I can. If that's possible, to enjoy somebody else's, guy on their team going off on you. Wemmy's had a good offensive game. He really is. Who hates the Sixers? Hurricane, you hate the Sixers? Right, J-Demps? Exactly. Should be a lot of fans going live. Spurs play the game the way it's supposed to be played. What do you mean, P2? Like fans covering the game? People aren't going to cover that. Listen, you're going to see a million Spurs live streams when they become Laker or Warrior popular. When they become a winning playoff team, when Wemby becomes like a MVP type, a huge fan favorite. When they're in that level, you're going to see a lot of streamers jump on the Spurs bandwagon. Luckily for us, we already have been here. We've been covering the Spurs on this channel for 5 years, and we've only covered them as a losing team. The Spurs have not had a winning season since TSR Sports started in April of 2019, so we're faithful. All right, Mike, have a good night. Chet versus Wemby. It's going to be a Chemby game, huh? That should be a lot of fun Wednesday night. No, Kokoshibo, there's really not. Kevin Durant just put up his, all Joel need is 3 quarters. That's funny. Yeah, Katie. Coming from one of the biggest bus riders in the history of the NBA. I said it. Great player, don't get me wrong, but not a leader. Can't win without going somewhere else. There's already more reaction channels watching Spurs. Oh, I'm sure, Haunted Jossy. I'm sure there's... I go on my homepage and I get a bunch of Spurs videos suggested by channels I've never heard of. And I was like, who are these guys covering the Spurs? Look, it is what it is. I mean, Wemby draws eyeballs. I'm very thankful that we have a devoted crew here, and I'm hoping that those huge channels that draw the eyeballs, hopefully we start getting those type of returns on the Wemby videos sometime in the future. Wemby got 32. He's at the line for one more. 33 for Wemby. His career high is what, 38? Yeah, 38 is his career high. Embiid is in the game, Toby, for a career high. He's got 59 points. The Sixers record, from what you guys said, is 69 points and another foul. These refs suck ass. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just need to swear, and these refs suck. We can't play like 1 minute without a foul. It's annoying. I'm sick of fouls and free throws tonight already. Sixers ball to get the ball to Embiid. Embiid's going to drive, and hey, look, another whistle. You're a solid 77 behind 10 minutes. And Wemby's going to, or not Wemby, sorry, Embiid going to the line. Clint, I hope so, very soon. Embiid at the line and about to get his 60th point, more than likely. What might be the worst officiated game I've seen all year. Just whistle, whistle, whistle. On both ends of the floor. On the Spurs and Sixers. That's 60. Kokushibo, we're probably getting close to 50 fouls. 68 is the record for the 76ers. Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain with 68, 65, and 62. Iverson with 60. And he just passed Allen Iverson. 61 points. They're going to keep him in. They're going to keep Embiid in to go for 70. They got to. Or they're going to take him out if he gets right close to Wilt at like 66, 67. He's got 61 now. 120, 106. Spurs ball. 6:15 to go in the game. Sohan's going to take a three. All right. Jeremy for three. Veronica, I do not play Fortnite. Sorry. Yep, Lancelot. It's close by. The old stat pattern. 76ers got 30 fouls. Embiid pull-up jumper. 63. Wow. Victor with the ball gets out to Sohan. Sohan's going to drive baseline. Back out to Devin Vassell. 12 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Drops it off to Wemby. Wemby's mile-long three is no good. Embiid with the rebound. 63 points. All right, whatever. That corner three is no good for Daniel House Jr. Spurs ball. Trey Jones will get it up the court, get to the Devin. Devin thinks about the catch and shoot three, pulls it down instead. 18 on the shot clock. The offense will reset, down by 13. Vassell over to Sohan. He's open for a corner three. No good. A fight for the board, and Embiid with another rebound. Juancho, good night, man. Sohan's on, is Sohan on Embiid right now? Yes, he is. He might score 80. Pull-up jumper by Embiid. 65. We're going to be very much on the wrong side of the headlines. Vic's got 5 fouls. I mean, he gets the ball and shoots right away. 65 points and 17 rebounds. Trey Jones runner in the layup as he gets in the paint is good. Lance, I don't think he had a 100-point game with the Sixers. They said 68 is the highest for the Sixers. Unless they were just showing the highest scores and he still has a way to go up the ladder. Embiid with the ball again, gets double-teamed. Pull-up jumper, off the glass, no good. Forced that shot. You know what? Keep forcing shots. Maybe someone won't go in. They try to get it down to Wemby down the other end, and a turnover by the Spurs. And the Spurs just had a player collapse on the floor. House Jr. layup good, and we have somebody down. Oh, no. Trey Jones is hopping and wobbling. And I think he sprained his ankle or did something. He messed up his ankle. Not what we need, Spurs fans. Trey Jones just got hurt. I don't know how bad it is. I didn't see what happened to Trey. Hopefully they show it back on the replay. Warriors were Phillies franchise until 19... Okay, so... Well, SHIT is how I feel, Veronica. Well, poop emoji. Oh, Mina's gonna rip Wemby apart. You know what's gonna happen. They're gonna say, you know that the Wemby bust people are gonna be coming out left and right saying Wemby's a bust because the top scorer in the MVP, the current rating MVP, top scoring guy, third year in a row is gonna be scoring champ, lit us up for this many points. This is a team effort giving up this points by the Spurs. This wasn't on Wemby. This is a team suckaroony. Or first for Tyrese Halliburton. R.I.P. Wemby reputation. No, I don't say that. Okay, got it, Lancelot. And yes, he's trying to get back-to-back MVP. People are saying Wemby needs to be treated. Traded? Who the hell saying? Spurs fans aren't saying that. Jones screwed up his ankle and it went to commercial. Three Beards from Cancun. Good evening, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well and enjoy your vacation. J-Dems, only... Look, no offense if anybody said this in our stream right now, but if you are sincerely believing Victor Wembanyama needs to be traded, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. He's in his rookie year. If a Spurs fan truly believes that, I can't believe it. I can't believe anybody would think that. That would be trade him for what, a second round pick? And then you're starting over again? House looked like he threw the hell out of it. I didn't see it. What, first, last? I'm not reading that first sentence. Trade everyone else but Wemby. Now, I've seen people say that. No, we're not getting Trae Young. I don't think that's happening. More playing. You know what? I am unreal. That might be more playing fine for Devontae Graham and Blake Wesley. If Trae's out, will the Spurs start Blake Wesley? Trade Collins for Draymond Green. I don't think we're going to see the replay of what happened to Trey Jones. I did not see what happened. Hopefully it wasn't a dirty foul. But Trey is out of the game. Blake Wesley's in. And Malachi Branham still not getting any minutes. No minutes for Malachi Branham. Clearly in the doghouse. I would love Tyrese Halliburton. It's not happening. But I would also love 200 thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, make sure you do so. 10 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Wesley with the ball. Wemmy's checked out. Probably not coming back for the rest of the night, my friends. I doubt it. Keldon pull-up jumper. In and out. Sohan comes in and flies to the air and puts down the offensive dunk.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Embiid shot twice as much as Wemby. Well, there you go. That's why he has 1 million points. He is still in the game. Joel Embiid is still playing. And Embiid gets knocked down, and we're going to have a foul. Freaking flophead. Saying that, Blake. Well, I didn't see what happened. Wesley hits Embiid. Embiid fought. Really? Little Blake Wesley knocked you down? Seriously, you big F&P, you double SY? You like weigh 285 pounds, and little Blake Wesley knocked you down, you freaking flopping douchebag? Oh my God, come on. Are they reviewing that for a flagrant? He threw a shoulder. All right, you want to call foul really, but he fell down. You big freaking pussy. I'm saying it. I'm sorry. Knock him down. You know, Blakely, clothesline him in the face. If you're going to knock him down, kick him in the nuts and then clothesline him right in the neck. Make it count. You're going to fall down, big man, because a little point guard knocked you over? Then start stepping on his crotch. Running the grapefruits. G Studio, good evening. Legendary flopper. Flagrant flop. Yes. I don't know, I'm so fired up. We're not my 13, but man, when I see a big dude get knocked over by a little guy, you should be ashamed. You should be embarrassed that that little dude just knocked you down and make you look like a bitch. Joel Embiid, your name is not Embiid, it's Bitch, because you play like one. You might be a great player, but you're a big, sloppy, wet vagina. Man, I'm freaking fired up. World-class acting. He's at the free throw line. Is this a flagrant? In all seriousness, congratulations on the career game, but still, I just hate seeing stuff like that. You guys know that. He missed the second free throw. Can you imagine if LeBron got as many foul calls than Embiid did? Oh my gosh. LeBron would be averaging 40 a game. Hey, now just because he's 285 pounds doesn't mean that he should absorb everything and not get calls. Lancelot defending him. Embiid with the ball again. Throws it up. No good. Zach Collins with the rebound. 3:16 to go. 127-113. To get the ball to Champagnie. Champagnie for three. Champagnie hits a rare three. Ozzy, I just get fired up sometimes. I'm sorry. I try not to swear on the channel, but I don't know. Something just... In all seriousness, 76ers fans, Embiid is a great player, but I just hate seeing... Well, one thing, I hate seeing all the fouls tonight. The fouls in this game tonight are off the roof. These refs are driving me crazy with all the foul calls, and I think that more than anything is annoying me tonight. I like this, Rich. No, I'm not mad. I'm good. How can I get mad when I got baby Grogu here and baby Coyote? Oh, baby Coyote. Don't start using bad language like Mr. TSR Sports does. Was Bitch are you saying, or did it just start here? I've never heard it before. I'm sure somebody's called him that before too. And if not, congratulations. I don't know. How many fouls have we had in this game? I'm going to actually pull it up right now. It's way too many. Too many on both teams. I'm not just complaining that the Spurs are getting called for too many fouls. The Sixers have had way too many fouls as well. The Spurs have taken 27 free throws. The Sixers have taken 38. You really like seeing 65 free throws in an NBA game? We may get to 70 before the night is over. Both teams are in the bonus. 65 free throws. Embiid has one more point than free throws taken in this game. He's got 66. He's been to the line 21 times. That is ridiculous. 65 free throws and 41 fouls should not happen in an NBA game ever. And the Sixers ball, and they try to get to Embiid, and he can't hold on to it. That's a turnover for the Sixers. It is Spurs ball, down by 11, so they still have an outside shot. Devin Vassell's going to drive, throws it up, and in. 127-118. Oh, yeah, I hope I didn't start a new name for him. Yeah, they are going to keep feeding Embiid. They want him to get the record, which is helpful for us if he's forcing shots. Embiid with the ball now, and on shot clock, double team. Gets it out to House Jr. House Jr. back to Maxey, and they're going to find an open cutting Kelly Oubre Jr. who does a dunk layup. Spurs ball down by 11. 2-minute warning. Keldon Johnson for three. No good. And Embiid with the rebound. Embiid will bring it up the court for the Sixers. Backs up into the paint. That's a foul. Another foul. Another foul. Another foul. You got to be kidding me. I don't know what's a legit foul anymore at SOS because all they do, they whistle everything in this game. 129-118, Embiid at the line. How many points does he have? 68 is a Sixers record. They just showed it again. He's got 67. He's got 68. It's my channel. I'll cry here, Vera. You go cry elsewhere. I'm actually not crying. I just hate fouls. I mean, for any of you that are enjoying a game like this, hey, if that's your thing, so be it. I'd rather watch basketball, not free throw shooting contest. Zach Collins with the ball, turns it over, 131-118. Embiid with the ball again, flies into the paint, gets the layup, good. That's 70. Oh, my clock's not running. Does it really matter? I guess it matters. 133-118. 70 points, joins David Robinson as part of the 70-point club. 71 against the Clippers many years ago. Blake Wesley with the ball, kicks it out to Keldon Johnson, open for three, takes a three, and misses another three off the top of the backboard, and that's going to be Sixers ball. Would I want a Spur to go off like this? Of course. I would love to see Wemby go for 70. Probably not going to happen in his rookie year. Pop won't let him play the kind of minutes he needs to go off in his rookie year. Yes. So, in all seriousness, congratulations to Joel Embiid. He now has a 76ers record for scoring, which, no surprise, he got it against the San Antonio Spurs who don't play defense. A lot of players have had career games against us. Cat went for over 60 against us, and Embiid is gone for 70. That is a huge milestone. I'm actually glad he's coming out of the game because my boy David Robinson's 1 point ahead of him on the 70, the highest scoring games in NBA history. But still, in all seriousness, he played a hell of a game. But I do hate the way the game was officiated. Batum for three, no good. And Paul Reed had the rebound and then kind of wasn't sure what to do with the ball and just took it out of bounds. 81 by Kobe, Carlos. That was fantastic. That 81 by Kobe. That's the most points that's been scored in my lifetime. Chamberlain, of course, has the record with 100, but Kobe's 81 are the most that have happened in my lifetime. Spurs will see money records from opponents this year, unfortunately. You might be right there, Beavis. Veronica, yeah, give him the Jesus sandal. Give him a chancla. I am way off with my clock. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm just a few seconds behind. Zach Collins for three. No good. Man, Zach is three-point shooting not been great this year. Yes, JS, he did break the record for the Sixers. What's up, Yankees fan? Thank you for stopping in. Hope you're doing well. Embiid never winning a chip. Never say never. Never say, I mean, you never know. I don't know if he has enough. I mean, the Sixers cannot win a lot of games where he's got to carry the team like this. That's not going to work in the playoffs. Playoffs, got to win a game first. 76ers ball, and I don't even know who some of those guys are now for the 76ers. So then we'll get the ball to Blake Wesley. Wesley's going to bring it up, and he's going to get in there for a fast break layup with the clock running. Yeah, why not, I guess. Ewan's French, yeah, I kind of see, that's kind of how I felt tonight. Damian Lillard, Don Mitchell, and Devin Booker, all our guys who were after. Well, the Cowboy X Factor, a lot of people are getting games like this because let's not take anything away from the players, but there's less defense in the NBA today than there was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It is what it is. Well, we lost by 10. I guess it's not bad, Mr. Z, all considering, one guy went for 70. I don't wish anything bad on Wemby Johnson. I don't know if people in the chat are wishing him get injured. I'm not going to wish that on him. I do not do that. As far as playoff success, I don't think he's going to go far in the playoffs this year. There are much better teams in the Eastern Conference. We're not going to the playoffs at all, the Spurs. We know that. But I think the Celtics have a much more complete team. The Bucks do. But it still should be fun to watch. I think he could get his team to maybe the Eastern Conference Finals. If I'm wrong, then props to them. But I don't think it'll happen. We are 9 thumbs up away from 200. Can we get to 200 tonight, my friends? Can we make it happen? All right, let's look over the final game stats. Of course, if you have been here some of the night or at the end of the night, you know the highlight of the night, at least as far as who tore it up, is Joel Embiid. He went nuts. Really, the blemish on this game is 67 free throws is not necessary at all. Just awful. That being said, let's get to the stats for both teams. We'll start off with the 76ers. Batum with 5, Harris with 14, Maxey with 18, Oubre Jr. with 8. And the man in the hour, whether it's sweet or sour, Embiid had 70 points, 24-41 from the field, 21 of 23 from the line, 18 boards, 5 assists. He only had 1 turnover. He took 41 shots and only had 1 turnover. I remember the days when Allen Iverson scored 30 points and go 10 for 41 from the field. Those good old days. I liked Allen. 70 points. Damn. Off the bench, not much from the bench from the 76ers tonight. Martin with 4, House Jr. with 8, Reed with 6, and then Korkmaz, Smith, and Council the 4th. I don't even know who that is. All had 0 for the San Antonio Spurs. Champagnie with 12. Sohan had a pretty even game. 14, 8, and 4. 5 of 12 from the field, not great, but 14, 8, and 4, we'll take that from him. Trey Jones with 12. Did sprain his ankle at the end of the game. Hopefully that's not going to keep him out for an extended period of time. Ankle sprains, I worry, usually keep players out 2 to 4 weeks. Hopefully that's not the case. Devin Vassell had 22 points and 9 assists, which maybe was a career high. I don't know what career high in assists are, but that was pretty high in this game. And then Wemby had a fairly solid game. 28 minutes, which seems like his highest in like forever. 10 of 19 from the field, 11 of 12 from the line. He had 33 points and 7 boards and 2 blocks. Only 1 turnover. That is good for Victor. He's had some turnover issues this year, so only 1 turnover is much better than, well, the 4 or 5 he's been getting. Off the bench, Zach Collins absolutely sucked tonight. He had 6 boards and 4 assists in 20 minutes. That's nice. But 1 point, 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. Absolutely abysmal. Doug McDermott with 13. He was 3 of 9 from 3, so didn't have a great shooting night himself. Chetty Osmo with 2. Kelvin struggled from the field tonight. Maybe that shot to the face affected his game. 4 of 12 from the field. 0 for 4 from three-point land. Finished with 8 points. And then Blake Wesley had a solid game. 6 points. 3 of 6 from the field. Yes, he was 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. Still has not hit a 3 this year. 2 assists, no turnovers. And who knows? Blake Wesley might be our starting point guard on Wednesday night. Who do we play Wednesday? We play the Thunder. Oh, that's right. Chemney. Victor Wembanyama versus Chet Holmgren, 9:30 Eastern on ESPN Wednesday night. We have 3 more games this week. The Portland Trailblazers Friday night, and then the Timberwolves. Damn it, we got the Timberwolves Saturday night. That's going to cut into my game night with my friends, but it is what it is. And 3 more games this week. Oof. And we have 4 games next week. The Wizards, the Magic, the Pelicans, and the Cavs. So we have some tough games coming up. We can certainly beat the Wizards again at home. Actually, we have a long home trip coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the same combination on my match luggage, and then 2 more games. We have a 7-game road trip or homestand, and then we have the rodeo road trip coming up, so that's maybe why we have that 7-game homestand. I do want to check one thing. You guys said Cat was going off tonight and had 41 points in the first half. I want to see what he has right now. He has 53 in 25 minutes. Karl Anthony Towns has 53 points in 25 minutes. He's 18 of 23 from the field, 9 of 11 from beyond the arc, and 8 of 12 from the free throw line. He does have 5 turnovers, but 53 points. Is he going to score? Are we going to have 2 players go for 70 tonight? It's a 12-point game, so as long as the Hornets keep it close, we may have 2 players go for 70 points tonight. And you got to think the Timberwolves and Cat saw that Embiid went for 70 and thought, okay, I'm going to one-up you. I'm going to go for 75 tonight. Heck, I'm going to go for 80. The Hornets have no answer for him, so shoot. If he keeps shooting like that, 9 of 11 from 3. What the hell? That is ridiculous. Damn. Karl Anthony Towns absolutely tearing it up tonight, so props to him having a huge game. Trailblazers are bad. Wesley needs handle. Speed doesn't need much if you're out of control. He's gotten better, I am Unreal, this year. He's better than he was, and we did get the 200 thumbs up, so thank you very much. This game really felt like one of these. Nope, not one of those. One of these. Veronica Dougie did not have a great game. He did okay. I mean, it's called this terrible San Antonio Hotspur. This is a fun stream. I got a little fired up. I'm sorry that I used some coarse language. I really try not to do that on the channel, but occasionally you just get fired up. And it wasn't Embiid getting all the free throws. Why I didn't enjoy that? It was just I think him getting knocked over by Blake Wesley and getting the flagrant call. And yeah, he maybe flopped a little on that one. He sold the penalty. He sold the foul, if you will, a little floppiness. But just all those fouls in that game. We've been live for 2 hours. That was a 2 hour and 35-minute NBA game. Most of the streams are 2 hours and 15 minutes to 2 hours and 20 minutes. So an extra 15 minutes added on to the game because of all the fouls. And that just drove me crazy to no end. Thank you, Carlos. Bacano, fair. Collins, the bench player, he'd be aight. Brandon will be starter next game. Oh, no, you might be right, Muhammad. If Trey Jones is out 2 to 4 weeks, could we see Malachi Branham in the starting lineup again? I like the swearing, to be honest. Well, you know what? There's fire there. It's a real emotion. I don't fake emotions on this channel. I never will. You know, you guys can tell when I'm not into a game. I'm just low energy, and tonight I was fired up, and it came out. So I'm doing well, though. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. Wemby had a good game. Oh, the Spurs. Yeah, we fought hard, but you know, you're kind of hard to beat a team when one dude's going for 70 points. And you know what? Maybe when we play them at home, we'll be able to get them. But that's all I got, my friends. I'm going to call it a night. It's 9:37 where I am, so I'm going to jump on my Xbox for a little bit, and hopefully you have a wonderful night. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so on the way. It still does help the channel. So on behalf of Selena, on behalf of Grogu, on behalf of Baby Coyote, on behalf of me, thank you all for being here. Until next time, what you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!